Yo, 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 it's Mark and Mark's Tarot. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Yo, yo. Riding out the storm. Right now, it's almost at its closest point. It said between 4 and 6 p.m., which is 4 now. So it says it's at its closest point. It's very windy. I just finished closing up the porch area. So now it's raining a bit. Yeah, it's pretty stormy. It's been okay all day, really. I've been to the grocery store, I've been to the city, but the trees are getting manhandled outside. I can see them like going back and forth, and there's leaves, and I've took like 4 loads of leaves out of the pool from the net. I took like a full net of leaves out of the pool 4 different times. So I'm constantly doing that. Like every 2 hours, I'll go in the pool and just like go to the pool and take out all the leaves and go inside the drains and take all the leaves out, make sure the drains are open so it can suck in more dirt and leaves and shit. So it's a pain in the ass, but it's supposed to get uh they say it's supposed to get worse. Yeah, I'm lucky I only got leaves, but it's like constant leaves over and over and over. It's a pain in the ass. But the pool guy comes on Thursday. So yeah, we have like those what do you call it? Oh man. Spanish Mexican pepper trees or whatever that's got those little red bowls, like, and they if they go in the pool, which they do sometimes, I have to take them out right away, or else the red dye in the berries like will mess up the pool. So I have to make sure none of that's in there because they'll float for a little while and then they'll get full of water and they'll go down to the bottom and ruin the bottom of the pool and mark it up. You'll see like red dots everywhere. Then you have to put acid in there to get it out. So we don't have. I cut down all those trees, but we have another tree with like it's just like the I mean the Mexican pepper tree or whatever the heck it is, but it's got white little berries, like little not berries, but like flower like bowls on it. And there's some already in the pool I had to take out. And then we have like this big ass leaf, right? Leaf, I can't remember what that thing is called, but I've took out like pure leaves out of there and berries and all sorts of shit. Planted this pine trees too close to our fence. Yeah, see, yeah, like those type of trees. But we have like we have trees with a lot of like small little leaves, so it's aggravating. I don't know what you call those damn trees. I'm not a tree person. I can't stand trees. I cut them the hell down. But only around the pool. Like last 2 years ago, it's gonna be 2 years in December. We completely cut all our trees down halfway. And now all the trees are growing back after 2 years. They're full now. They're back to where not almost to where they were, but almost. But I've been cutting them. Like so I'm glad I cut them last month. Well, I know the beginning of this month. I keep forgetting we're in August. Beginning of this month, I cut the trees because I knew hurricane season was coming. So thank God I cut them so more leaves don't go in the pool. And plus, we have like a big fence and a wall, so it doesn't get in there. Cherry blossoms, yeah. Yeah, we have some of those here. Not around here, but I've seen them down the bottom of the hill. We have pine trees as well here. We have pine trees. We have cedar trees. See, our cedar trees are like pine trees. They have those little tiny, little balls on them, and they go everywhere. And like the cedar tree is very thick, and like the branches, the leaves that the cedar tree produce are very thick. They're like they look like I don't know. They look like little burns. That's what I call it. Because when you pick them up, they're like little burns that come off a little creature or some or a bird or something, like chicken wing burns. But yeah, it's starting to get pretty nasty. And then that storm that's hitting Florida is coming right to us afterwards on Saturday. So we're getting like a double storm. But thank God this storm downgraded to drop to from 4 to 2, category 2. And then this storm that's a category 1, this hurricane that's a category 1 right now in Tampa, Florida. It's gonna leave Tampa, go past Charlotte, and come into the Atlantic Ocean, and it's going to gain its force back up and going to be 60 mile an hour when it comes to Bermuda. So we're going to get like the same type of like wind and rain and stormy weather right up until Saturday, Sunday. Like we're going to have a break tomorrow and Friday, and then Saturday there's like 2 raindrops and lightning and shit. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. The first 2 hurricanes come to Bermuda. Or just passing by to, sightsee. Oh yeah. Oh boy. That tree is getting manhandled right now. I'm looking outside and the tree is just rocking back and forth. Yeah, it's 80. What is it today? 85, I think. But it's no sun. The sun came out earlier, but now it's completely the storm's actually like the whips of the storm, like the outer bands, they call it, is now almost hitting us, but not really. It's 87 degrees here. 87 degrees and 87 humidity. Look at that. 87 degrees and 87 humidity. And right now, the highest winds recorded is 40 miles an hour, which is not that bad. But the problem is the winds is south-southwest, and that's coming right here directly to my door. So every now and then my door will make a noise. But I have storm shutters, so if it gets bad, I'll just put the shutter down. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it calls for mostly cloudy with showers. Tomorrow is going to be a decent day. And then after that, it's going to be shit weather all week because of the other storms come. Yeah, boy. I don't like the 80s because here it's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm staying inside. I pretty much took my dog next door to my sister because the porch, I closed the porch in. Like we have these storm shutter things, but they're made out of vinyl, and you have to tie it down and put it in, and you screw it in and everything. It's very secure. I just had to secure the porch just now because I told my sister, look, the outer band's coming our way, so it's gonna get nasty in the next hour. This is like our worst time right now. So I said, I'm going inside. I'm gonna put the dog over here so she can eat, and you guys can deal with her. And because she gets scared over here because it's too windy over this side. This side's the worst side. See, they're over that side where it's like more secluded. So I told her, look, just keep my dog over, just keep the dog over here. Yeah, the boys are home. They go to school next week. Next week, Tuesday, they go back to school on the 5th after the holiday. Because we have Labor Day here on Monday, and then Tuesday they go back to school. Yeah, my mom and dad are fine. I just spoke to my mom about 2 hours ago. My mom called me. I asked her if she needed anything. She was like, "No, we have everything. I made soup." And I'm like, "Okay." She was like, "I made soup. I'm good." I'm like, "All right, well, just in case the electricity goes out, which I hope not." I told her, I said, if her electricity goes out, at least she has a gas stove. She can light it up and then make her soup. So they're fine. They'll be all right. I made sure they had water and food and everything. They're good to go. I told my dad put gas in his fill up his car with gas. It's just in case because sometimes those generators they break and they can't use the energy to pump the gas. So get your gas now. I got my gas on Monday, actually Sunday. Sunday I stopped at the gas station and filled my car up with diesel. I filled it up right to the brim. And I said, "You ain't getting me. I've made that mistake plenty of times, and I always get extra gas for the lawnmower, for the weed whacker, for the chainsaw, oil. I just got I ordered a maintenance kit for my generator, like the filter, the oil, the spark plugs. I pretty much got half of the package today, and I should get the other half by the weekend. How much is gas? A lot. I don't know exactly the price, to be honest, Ninja. I don't know the exact price, but I know it's a lot. It takes $80 of diesel to fill my tank, whereas before it took $60 to fill my tank. When I first got my car 15 years ago, it cost $60 of diesel to fill it up. And now it costs $80 to fill it up. Just over 80. I put 75 in there on Sunday because I still had some gas in there and it filled it right up to the brim. I think it's like $6 or $7 a gallon. I think it's that much. Last I checked, it was like $7 and something. Yeah. So if you pay 5, that means we pay 7. It's guaranteed $7 a gallon. Easy. A lot of people have been complaining about gas prices here. People have been complaining about grocery prices. That's the most ridiculous is groceries. But you have to be smart, you know? Yeah. You have to be very smart when you do groceries these days. You gotta wait for specials. You gotta wait for like days of discounts, or you gotta go to bulk stores and buy bulk things and work it out on the calculator. Like stay in the shop, go on your phone and say, if I get a case of this, how much money am I gonna spend? If you get a lot of things, then find out how much shit costs and like make the like do what you have to do. Like people are so dumb. They just like, oh, it's so expensive, but I need this, I need well, okay, if you need it, go to the bulk store and get a lot of it so that way you're not overspending. That's what I do. Yeah, not eat. But like everything is expensive. It's just the way it is. Yeah. I'm on a fruit diet now. Yeah. I ate a shitload of fruit today. My stomach can actually handle it now. That's good. I'm eating the right fruits because when I used to eat certain fruits, it used to mess up my stomach. But today I had watermelon and mango, and it was good. I enjoyed it. And it's not really my favorite fruits, but it's good for me. So I ate it and it was fresh. So yesterday I had a fruit salad with like berries, blueberries, strawberries, cantaloupe, melon, and pineapple. And it was delicious. It was so nice. It was so fresh. I was impressed with the fruit salad. And I had that for my lunch. And today I had fish, sweet potato, and broccoli for lunch. I mean, good. I mean, good, healthy. Trying to like eat less junk, which I don't really eat that much junk. Last time I ate something real sugary and like fattening was my nephew's birthday cake last week. A week today, last Wednesday was my nephew's birthday, and I had a piece of chocolate cake. Then the next day, I had another piece of chocolate cake, but a small one just for dessert, just so the cake won't, sit there forever. But yeah, that's the last time I really ate, junk food type of thing. But cake isn't that bad, but it is bad. It's got a lot of sugar in it. It's fattening, so it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I get them fresh. Yeah, fresh, fresh. Today, the place I went to had fresh wahoo, so I had fresh fish. The sweet potato was really good. Man, it was nice, man. Your papaya was 25 cents. I was in heaven. Yeah, I don't really eat papaya too much, but I like it though. I like the fruit juice. Yeah, chocolate. Yeah, I've been trying my hardest to eat more fruit. I love vegetables. I eat vegetables every day. I can eat vegetables all day, every day. I love vegetables. I eat vegetables at all my meals. Um, like I said, I've been eating a shitload of ton load of fruit, and I don't really eat fruit like that, but it's made a difference. Avocados, I love avocados, but I eat one avocado every week. I don't really avocados is another thing that's going up in price. It's ridiculous, like $4 an avocado. Like what the fuck you do? And things like 5 bites and it's done, and it's cost $4. It's like what the hell? You must be crazy. So I wait till they go on sale for 1.99, and I buy 2 or 3 of them, and I make sure like I eat them every day until so they won't go bad. And tonight I'm gonna have chicken and avocado because my avocado is ripe now. It's ready to go. It's nice and ready. So I'm gonna have chicken and avocado tonight and mushrooms. That's right. I forgot about the mushrooms. I got some mushrooms today. Yeah, first thing this morning wasn't that windy or anything. It was fine. I went, got what I had to get. Now it's actually getting worse. So I decided to come on here for a little while. That's cool. Kids like that. Kids like to have fun and wave and people talk to them and stuff. Yeah, I gotta eat good, That's one thing I have to do to keep my energy going and keep myself, uh, healthy is eating good. I bought a bag of shrimp. I'm gonna make some shrimp tomorrow. My nephew says he wants to eat shrimp and risotto. So I said, all right, tomorrow we'll eat that. Today we're gonna eat chicken and on the barbecue. And I can do the barbecue today because I have the porch closed in. So later on I'll just open the side of the porch area to let the smoke out, and I'll make the chicken on the barbecue. It's only 15, 20 minutes, so it'll be all right. Yeah, I'll be on live tonight. Yeah, for sure. I came on now because I can't do anything outside. I'm done. I pretty much took out all the leaves out of the pool, and it started to rain, so I can't do anything. It's raining right now. It's like wind and rain and sprinkling and stuff. So yeah, I'll probably be on tonight late because I'm gonna play ping pong and pool with my nephews tonight after dinner. So I'll probably be on like 11 o'clock my time, which is 7 hours from now. So I'll probably be on tonight. Yeah, of course, definitely. Yep. I make sure everybody's fed, everybody's got what they need. That's why I'm blessed. That's why God takes care of me. I take care of everyone else. No, we don't have a cover for the pool. We were supposed to get one, but that idiot never ordered it. He never got it. So we're gonna have to get one eventually. We're gonna have to get one. But like I keep saying to everyone and to my sister, until the house is officially ours, that's when we can actually do things because it's ours. But if we add value to the house, then he gets half of the value we add. So we don't want to do that. So we have to leave it alone, unfortunately, for now. And then once it's all settled, you know, the less he knows, the better. So once it's ours, I'm gonna get a pool cover made up so I don't have to worry about leaves and all that shit. But I have the pump on now and it's sucking all the leaves into the drain. So every like hour or two, I'll go out there, take leaves out of the pool, go in the drain, empty the baskets, and it's fine. It's not that dirty really because I've cleaned it like 4 or 5 times today. No, I haven't seen it. Nope. He caused a lot of problems yesterday. He went on Facebook and spewed out his guts and told everybody about what's going on. Started talking shit about the kids, not talking to him, talk shit about my sister, talk shit about me, and all this stuff. He doesn't mention our names, but he talks about us indirectly. He wrote a big ass post, and then another chick that we know added fuel to the fire. So, everybody wanted to retaliate, and that's why I wrote what I wrote on my Facebook to relate the message that silence is better than bullshit. And it is. Just stay quiet and let people run their mouths. It's the best thing to do. I had to learn that the hard way, because I used to be the one who retaliates and fucks you off and, goes after you, makes a live talking shit about you, or I'll post up shit about you. But for what? It's not going to solve anything. That person is not going to change. You got to let them continue to look dumb, So he could look dumb all he wants. He's burning his bridges more and more with his kids. Yeah, he's a jerk. He's a more than a jerk, but so good. Like I don't really care. I keep telling my sister, just let him run his mouth. I know it's hard. We want to retaliate. We want to go on Facebook and say the truth, and call him out on his lies and prove it because we have a lot of evidence. But what sense is that gonna make? You're stooping down to a man-child level. You look like an idiot retaliating on Facebook. Facebook's not meant for retaliation and to talk shit about people. Should be for positivity, like putting up positive things. You know what I'm saying? But he's mad, but he should be mad at himself. We ain't done nothing wrong. He's the one who fucked everything up. So I keep telling my sister, just let him keep looking like an idiot, because that's what he is. It don't bother me. He can say whatever he wants. It's all lies. So people's lies don't faze me. I know the truth, and that's all that matters. And if you believe me, you believe me. You believe him, you believe him. I can't change nobody's mind. It's just like on here. You can come to me, I can read you. You believe me, or you believe the other psychic, or you believe yourself, or you believe who the fuck you want. I don't care. I'm not gonna like lose sleep over people's beliefs. As long as I know the truth, that's all that matters. That's it. And that's how I live my life, and that's why I don't go crazy or mental or insane, or I don't really get mad anymore because I know like I am the truth, and that's all that matters. So why am I gonna get mad at what? Mad at a fool, a man child that's mad at himself? I don't give a shit. Whatever. Yeah. A real man confronts somebody. But how are you going to confront me? There's nothing to say. What are you going to say? I hate you, or, you know, I'm not going on Facebook or anywhere talking shit about you. You're the one who's doing that, not me. Your conscience is bothering you. I've been through my battles. That's why I don't really care anymore. Since I've been on YouTube, it's going to be 4 years next month. Next month makes 4 years I've been on here. And I've dealt with a lot of idiots on here. And the first thing I would do is retaliate, call them out, talk shit about them on here. And it doesn't solve anything. It does to a certain point. It gives you the gratification of telling the truth. And then, but I'm still stupid enough to give you my energy. And I realize that now. Like I was stupid enough to even give these people my energy and my time. So now what I do is I just make fun of it and just go about my business. I make a mockery out of people. So you want to come in here and talk shit about me, and it's fake and it's a lie, then I'm gonna destroy you with the truth. And I'll probably make fun of you just so you can leave me alone. That's how I roll. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Yeah. Long time. But I'm in peace now. Nobody comes in there and bothers me. And it's a blessing because they finally realize that they can't get me. I just don't pay it any mind. See, they want a reaction. Bad people want you to react. So they can say, ha, 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 look, we got him mad, ha, ha, ha. Look at him, he's so mad, he can't even breathe. Look at, he's going red, look at him, he's doing this, he's banging shit. Look, he's worried about me again, we got to him. They love that shit. So I realized that if I don't say anything and I mind my own business, then that kills them even more because they're not getting to you, so they get mad. When you give people silent treatment, that's the best treatment. They're like, fuck, nothing works. Damn it, I can't get them mad. What am I gonna do? Would you like a message, Ninja? And what type of message would you like? I love every minute of it, to be honest. I live for this shit. I live for people so I can prove them wrong and laugh at them. And I know I shouldn't be that way, but you know what? They deserve to get put in their place and be told the truth. And if they can't take it, then that's their problem. It's like they say, if you can't take the heat in the kitchen, then get out. All right. Okay. I am drawn to give you a spirit message. Because I have to thank Spirit every day for what they do. They show me every day that I'm doing the right thing. I was this close to going from writing silence is better than bullshit to fuck you, fuck everything. I was this close and I was like, Mark, don't do it. Because that's what he wants. So I had to control myself, control my emotions, and lead by example. And I said, Mark, you're 46 years old. Don't stoop down to his level. This is what he wants. He wants a Facebook battle because he can't do it personally. And that's why I just say, you know what? Silence is better than bullshit. Simple. Now it's raining. It's coming down now. Hold on a second. Let me just. Yeah, you never know. Let's check. Okay. Your card is choices. This card says, when you accept responsibility for your life and your choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside of you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So your dad's saying make the right choices. Make the right choices, select the right choices, and then you'll be fine. See all those doors in the middle? There's only one open. You have to go through the right door. And there you go. You see, the card has a man on it. You're welcome. I'm gonna give myself one of these cards. I love these cards. They're like some of my favorite. Yeah, there you go. Your retirement door. I got 20 more years to retire. All right, my card is strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence and conviction and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continuous basis. You're never really alone as we're always with you. Amen to that. And that's exactly what happened these past 24 hours. I had to find the strength within myself, and Spirit gave it to me. Yep. That's why you can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. That's why I love those cards. I'm glad I picked them. That's why I always got them here. It's this deck right here. It's called Spirit Messages. Can't make that shit up. Spirit knows what's best. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just trying to stay strong for everybody and not retaliate, not, do something crazy. And I'm proud of myself. I really am. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I have Spirit and God to thank. And I have you get to a point in life where you get to an age, I know you're older than me. And I don't know anybody that loves confrontation, but there is people out there that love it. But, it's like I used to dwell on confrontation. Like if you want to come at me, then I'm going to come at you. And you're not going to like it because I'm going to get personal. I'm going to get nasty. And then I said, you know what? This is the stupidest thing I can do. Like, what am I proving? All I'm doing is disrespecting a person and putting their business out there like they did with me. So this is a battle of stupidity, And then over the past few years, I realized that it doesn't make sense doing this. But then you get angry because people lie about you. So then they trigger you to say something so it makes you look like you're entertaining them or you're dealing with them. So, I have to really calm myself down because when you hate somebody, you do things like they do. So I have to like yesterday I kind of like said, you know what? You can let them know you saw it, but just write silence is better than bullshit. And that's one of my favorite sayings because it is better than dealing with bullshit. You might just stay quiet. Because why am I gonna retaliate against a liar? If you're lying, now why should I entertain it? Because if I entertain your lies, that means that it's making me feel doubt myself. It's making me like question my truth and my honesty. But you're not gonna get me because that's what the devil wants, and that's what these people want. They want to try and get you off your game because you're such on a high level that they can't handle it. Yeah. That's why people pick on me because they want to see me react. They're tired of me being nice. They're like, "Where's the old Mark? We want to fuck with him. We want to get him riled up. We want him to, do something or say something violent so we can get him on camera, or we want him to say something stupid, so we can like make something up." But now, like, then nobody bothers me because they understand that they can't get me. I just ignore them. I just like, yeah, whatever. Go f yourself. But it's okay. I'm at the point in my life where I have to set an example for my nephews. I don't want my nephews to look at me and say, Uncle Mark, when he gets mad, he gets violent and he beat up, my dad, or he beat up this person. I don't want to be that. I don't want to show them that violence is okay. That's the last thing I want to do. I want to show them that by ignoring ignorance, you're better off and not giving these people your energy so you stay happy. So it's working. They both saw the post yesterday and they both laughed at it. They were like, "This guy's an idiot. I don't care." And they went back to playing. They're at the stage in their life where they're happy that he's not even around. And I'm happy too, because they don't have to deal with him. And by putting up posts, you look like an idiot. You look like a true idiot. What father comes on Facebook and says, "Oh, my kids don't speak to me," and they're being influenced, by me and my sister not to speak to them? Really? You think your kids are gonna speak to you after what you've done to them, me, and my sister? Like, are you out of your mind? You think you're gonna get your kids to speak to you because you're bashing everybody on Facebook? Okay, bro. Good job. Yeah, let's do it. Was he around when you were younger? Yeah, I've known him for a long time. Mhm. He's definitely stuck on stupid, that's for sure. But most people are. Like I told everybody already. Not really. Nope. And that's why they don't care about him. And they've expressed that too, more than what I thought, you know? The only people that spent time with those boys is me and my sister. That's it. And my parents and my side of the family. Yeah, exactly. They love me and my sister the most. And they'll never like deny that. They knew. And that's why they're with us and not with him. Hey Cindy, how are you, sweetheart? I'm so glad you're here. So glad you called me. But everybody goes through it. And my sister's going through it, but I know a lot of people that 90% of the people that come in this room have been divorced, have dealt with bullshit, have kids, and the majority of them tell me that their kids don't even speak to their father, or they have problems with one of the family members. It's either the mother, the father. It's a normal part of life. It's just the way it is. Yeah. There was a point in my life where when I was like 18, 19 years old, my dad, treated me like shit and he was too strict. He didn't want me to like be a DJ. He always like held me back from being what I want to be. So I fucked him off and I threatened to slap him. And I was 19, I was crazy. And I shouldn't have done that, but I never hit him. I never will. But I threatened him because he wouldn't he was like being, you know, he was stupid. Like, he was just out of control, like always wanted to control my life. And I'm 19 years old. I'm like, fuck you. So I got my own apartment and I left. And I didn't speak to him for like a year and a half, 2 years. I spoke to my mom, but I didn't speak to him because he tried to like ruin my life and ruin my happiness by telling me what to do all the time. If I want to go be a DJ, I'm gonna go fucking be a DJ. Leave me the fuck alone. I have talent. You don't know me like that. Like, you don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm 19 years old. You're not gonna run my life. So I left and I didn't speak to him for a long time. To show him like I don't fucking need you, man. Like, you're not gonna ruin my dreams. And I'm so glad I did that. I can't say that on here. No, I'm just teasing. My DJ name was DJ Fries, like French fries, because my last name is Frias, Frias, but everybody used to call me Fries. That's my nickname. So my nickname stuck with me. People still call me that till today. So yeah, I'll finally tell you, being that's only you two in here. Yes, Cindy, I agree. I agree with you 100%. But the problem is they want, some parents are too strict. You have to allow your kids to make mistakes. You have to, I'm salty, yes, salty, always salty. Seasoning salt. But my parents are wonderful. I love my parents. I know they did the best for me, but you can't hold your child back from his God-given talent. You can't hold your child back from being, I'm 19 years old. I was home. And then when I got my apartment, I evolved. I became one of the best disc jockeys in Bermuda for years. Nobody like was better than me. I won competitions. I was on the radio. I started my own internet radio show with my friend. I traveled the world. I had CDs every month. I made mixed CDs. I made money off of that. And I was a car mechanic at the time at a gas station. And I was enrolled in the Army. I had a very busy life when I was 19. And I wasn't about to let my dad ruin it by telling me I had to be home at 12 o'clock at 19. I'm like, are you fucking mental? Are you listening to yourself, bro? So I threatened him. And then I said, look, fuck you. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of this house. You're not going to control me no more. And ever since I left that house, I evolved. I became the man who I am today. And guess what happened? I was at my apartment for a few years, and then my dad got sick, and he had to get like a heart surgery, like a stent put in his heart, in his veins. And nobody was home. Everybody's married. Everybody's gone. Mark was the only one single and available. So I left my apartment, and my landlord was devastated. It was like, oh, we'll hold the apartment when you come back. I said, I don't know. I don't know if my dad's going to die. I don't know if he's going to get worse. I don't know if he's going to get better, but there's nobody home to take care of business. My mom can't do what my dad does. I have to go back home and take care of my parents. Nobody else can do it. So I went back home, sacrificed my life for the person who tried to destroy it. So I went back in 2008, and that's when I started my business. And he told me right to my face, he told me when I went back home, he told me to my face that I was making the biggest mistake of my life if I were to go on my own, because I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't have enough money. How the fuck you know if I don't have enough money and I don't know what I'm doing if you're not around me all day watching me work and you don't know what I have in my bank account? So I've been paying rent at an apartment and never got kicked out and never came to you for money, but I can't go on my own. You see what I'm saying? My dad is a very negative person. He never thinks that someone could do something. And he done it with all of us. He still does it, you know? Yeah, but he's a pain in the ass, you know? He's lucky I still speak to him after what he's done, you know? Like he's a fucking pain in the ass, man. I love him to death. Listen, he knows deep down inside that he did fuck up by telling me those things. And I proved him wrong. And you ask him now, you know what he says to me now? When I do things around the house, he actually says thank you, where he never said that before. Because my sister fucked him off. And my sister said, you don't even say thank you to Mark. Oh, I shouldn't have to say thank you to him. He's my son. He's supposed to do it. That's the type of idiot he is. But my mom be like, oh, thank you so much. You know, you should take this $50. And I'm like, I don't need your money. I don't fucking want your money. If I wanted, I would have asked you for it. I said, I don't need your money. I'm a businessman. I don't got money. I don't fucking care about money. I'm doing this for you guys to save you money because you're retired and you ain't working. So instead of you paying somebody to do the shit that I'm doing, I'm going to do it for free out of the goodness of my heart. Or you can just make me dinner and call it a day. I don't care, like, you know. So then my dad was like, maybe the last year or so, when I cut the grass or I paint the house or I fix something, he'll say, oh, thank you. He won't look me in my face and say it, but he'll mumble it out of his breath. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, man. Why you couldn't be this person all this time? Like you took 80, he's going 80 years old next month. And it took you 80 years of your life to say thank you to your son that's done pure shit for you more than your other children do for you. You know, I can be fucked up and disown him. But for what? You see what I'm saying? No, I'm not the baby. My sister's the baby. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass. Trust me. He was a control freak when he was young. He tried to control all of us, like. And I wasn't letting that happen. I wasn't gonna let him ruin my life. Fuck that. And I'll never forget it. I walked into the house. I sat down at the table. I was so happy. I just got my paper certifying my business, and I never told him. I said, look, my business is named Mark Maintenance, and I'm going to do maintenance. I'm going to do electrical, and I'm about to buy my own van. My sister's going to help me buy it so I don't have to get a loan, and I can be safe, you know, going into my business. I just bought a whole pile of tools. I have work. I'm going to start work next week. I have a big job coming up, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to be all right. That's the biggest mistake of your life. You don't know what you're doing. This is a big mistake. You need a paycheck every week. And, you know, this is a recession right now. You're making a big mistake doing this now. And I'm like, and my mom was like, well, you got to do what you do. I know you know what you're doing, but, you know, Dad's right. It might be a mistake. And I was like, okay, I just wanted to let you know, bye. I went home to this apartment I came home because I left right after that. Like I wasn't living there after that. I was living here. I moved into here. So I came home and I told my sister, I said, you wouldn't believe what Mom and Dad said. They said that I won't make it and I'm making it a big mistake. What? Are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. I said, don't I have wonderful parents? And she was like, well, don't worry about it. I believe in you. I know you. And they've seen you work. They know you know what you're doing. People tell them all the time, oh, your son Mark's a great electrician, or he's this, or he's that. But it doesn't register to them. Like, so I was like, well, whatever. Like, you know, I'm not going to let him. He told me 20 years ago he told me 15 years ago that I being a DJ is worthless. And look, I became the champion. And I'm retired now from DJing. I haven't DJed in 10 years because I accomplished all the goals. I beat everybody, and everybody, you know, some people worship the ground I walked on. And now I look back and say, see, I did what I want to do. I'm not going to do what they tell me I can't do. If somebody tells me I can't do something, that's the biggest motivation in my life. If you say you can't do this, and I'm going to be like, yeah, all right. Tomorrow around this time, you'll see. My sister always says that about me. She goes, I hate when somebody tells you you can't do something because you always prove them wrong. And I'm like, I love it. If you tell me I can't fix this electrical thing, or I can't fix this, or I can't do that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right. Come back in an hour, you'll see this shit running and fixed, and then you'll be looking at me like, how the hell this guy do that? Don't tell me I can't do something, because that's the worst thing you could say to me. I'm like, yeah, all right. I've had tons of my clients. Why do you think I've survived this long? Next month will make 16 years I've been on my own. And the reason why is because I never gave up. When somebody says, look, nobody wants to do this job, can you do it? I'm like, yeah. Oh, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm positive. You want me to start now? Yeah, sure. And then when that thing's fixed, that person's happy as fucks. Why? Because I took the initiative to do something somebody else didn't want to do. And that's how you get clients. That's how you get work. And that's how you get respect. And that's why I've survived all this time. I don't have to work every day. You know why? Because I'm bust my ass my whole life. And my parents see me now and they don't say anything. They never say, I'm so proud of you. You proved us wrong. Your business is strong. You know, everybody, but my mom says it, but not my dad. My mom said that when they're at church, sometimes somebody will see them and say, oh, how's Mark? Oh, he did that job so and so. They said that he's the best electrician they've ever had. And she's like, oh yeah, you know, that's my son. They'll say it to my dad, and my dad will be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's my son. That's all he says. He won't say, yeah, he's really good, or he does everything in my house. Nothing. And I'm like, this guy is a weirdo. But I'll be honest. I'll look right in this camera and I'll tell you the truth. That shit doesn't even faze me. I'm not mad at my dad because he doesn't praise me. I don't give a shit. Because I tell people all the time, I know who Mark is. I know who this guy is right here, you know. I know this guy. I know who this person is. I am who I say I am. And that's all that matters. I'm true to me. I respect myself. I don't care if my dad doesn't praise me, or my mom or my sister or my brother or anybody who comes in. I don't give a fuck. It don't make no difference to me. I know who I am. In a way, I'm glad my dad told me I couldn't do it. I'm glad. I'm glad because him telling me I can't motivated me to do what I do today. Mhm. Yeah. And let me tell you something. I cut my dad's grass, right? And we have a company cutting the hedges because it's a little bit too much for me to do, right? And I don't have a truck to carry the leaves and the trees away. So me and my sister pay for a company to come there once a month and just, you know, clear out the hedges to give me a break because we can afford it. So I told my sister, look, I'll cut the grass because dad's anal about the grass, right? So I'll do it. So I had COVID and I was sick for 2 weeks. And nobody in my family took the initiative to cut that grass. It got so big that it took me 2 hours to cut that grass where it normally would take me 45 minutes. Nobody in my family said, okay, well, Mark's sick, mom and dad's sick. You know, the grass looks horrendous. Let's go, let's cut it while he's sick. You know, we'll do it as favor for mom and dad. And guess who had to do it? Me. After 3 weeks, when I finally got a chance to do it. And then everybody wonders why. I do and say the things I do and say the things I say. And that's why I don't give a fuck about nobody. I just do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I'm a good son and I know I'm a good person and I know what I do is the right thing for my family, even though they're a pain in the ass and I hear the discouraging remarks and the negativity all the time. But at the end of the day, I know my parents are proud of me because I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm the one who left school at 17 years old. I didn't graduate. I didn't go to college. I was always around gangster guys. I was playing music in clubs. I was around bad company, all that shit today, you know, all that shit all my life. And now I'm not around none of those things. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't hang around. No, I don't go nowhere. But they're always going to find something stupid or negative to say. And that's like the only thing that I wish that they would not do. I wish they were more positive, but they are who they are. Like Ninja said, they're in that, old school mentality where they're never gonna grow up. They're the ones that ain't gonna grow up. And they always think they're right, but they're not. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. You know what? I'll tell you something, Cindy. You and everyone else that come in here have told me that they love me, they care about me. People have texted me today because the hurricane is coming across us right now. We're not getting hit by the hurricane, but we're feeling like some of the effects. People have texted me, "Hey Mark, how you doing? Hope the hurricane's not doing anything to you guys. Hope you and your family's safe." You know how many people care about me? My own family here in Bermuda won't even say, "Hey, you need a hand? I know the house is big. I know, your brother-in-law is not there anymore. You want to help?" Nothing. But people online that don't even know me personally and are millions of miles away from me are telling me, "Hey, Mark, are you okay?" But even though I'm saying this, it doesn't affect me like it used to because I don't give a shit because I know I'm gonna do it and regardless to help my family and protect myself. And I know God's got my back, so I don't really care. Like, I don't need nobody's approval. I don't need nobody's help like that. But guess what? Last night I came on Instagram and every single person that was in my chat told me they love me, they care about me, they're going to be praying for me, and they have no doubt that I'm going to be all right. So why do I need fake ass people in my life? For what? I got a donation from Philomena. Philomena, if you're here, you can go ahead and ask your question. Thanks. Oh yeah. You know what, Cindy, you're right. And you guys are older than me, so I look up to you guys. I look up to my elders. I know that people have been through a lot of bullshit, and I can honestly say I'm not really been through no really serious bullshit in my life. I just know that I just wish that people around me were more positive. That's all I want. I want more positivity. Stop dwelling on shit that don't make no sense. You know what I mean? Hey, Becca, what's up, sweetie? But see, I respect my elders, Even though you guys are older than me, I always respect you guys. Now the younger generation, I'm not really worried about them. They come in here talking shit, they're gonna get it. But I take care of my elders. I learn from my elders. I take your advice. I really do. All right, Philomena, you said, why did Justin come back into your life? Okay, let's check. All right. Philomena, the reason why he came back into your life is because things aren't going very well for him. He's very hopeful and confident that you'll like give him the time of day. He analyzed in his brain and said, you know what, Philomena is a good woman. I like her. She's interesting. You know, maybe she'll understand me. Maybe she'll like feel a certain way when I come back, and maybe she'll give me the time of day. He also is very unhappy, and he realizes that, you know, he needs to be around you or other people because he's in a bad place. So he might tell you that, you know, things are bad for him. He wants somebody to talk to. He needs somebody to talk to like you. So that's why he really came back into your life, because he knows that you'll give him the time of day, and you'll like, he's hoping you will, you know, he's very hopeful, and he wishes that you'll accept him, or, you know, forget about what happened in the past between you and him, and try and get him out of his crisis and out of his, you know, his ways. And I just think he's in a very bad place, so he has no one else to turn to. So he's trying to turn to you to see if you will give him the time of day. But the main reason is because he likes you, and he wants to get, you know, some sympathy from you, or ask you things, or ask you what you should do, because he's in a really bad place. So I think he needs a friend more than anything. I know this smile gets me in trouble sometimes. Becca, did I get your PayPal? I don't know. I know I got a ring ding ding over here. I got Philomena, and I got an email from Adidas saying they want to give me 55% off. I gotta ignore that because I don't need no more clothes and no more hose. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't got nothing yet. I haven't got nothing yet. Yeah, I got a ring ding ding over here. I haven't got it yet, Becca. Not yet. When I do, you'll hear the ping. Philomena, I don't know if you got all of that, but yeah, that's what I got. Dustin's not in a good place, so that's why he's coming back. He needs somebody to talk to, and things are not going good for him. So he needs your support, and he's hopeful that you'll give it to him. All right, Ninja, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. Thanks. Cindy, would you like a message, sweetheart? And thank you for the PayPal you sent me the other day. I did thank you on that live. I don't know if you ever got it, but I did thank you. You know. But if you need anything, let me know. Philomena, no, I don't get that he wants something serious. I don't even get that he wants like a relationship. He just wants, you know, to talk. He wants to see, you know, how things are, what you're about, you know, what's going on. But I think that he's like really mentally drained, you know? Okay, good. I don't want you to think that, you know, I didn't thank you. But Philomena, I don't get nothing serious. No, I just get that he's hopeful that you'll speak to him and you'll talk to him. That's all I get. I don't get no love stuff, because his mind's not on love. His mind's on, you know, expressing how he feels to you about his own life, and see if you'll help him or you'll feel any sympathy for him. You know what I mean? Okay, good, Cindy. I'm just teasing you. Yeah, I don't get relationship stuff here, Philomena. He doesn't want a relationship. He just wants like to talk, and he thinks that if he comes back into your life and says that he likes you or whatever, he's gonna think that he thinks that you will think that you don't want him from past situations. So if you just talk to him, see where he's at, you'll get a better reading off of what he wants. But if you haven't really like talked to him a lot, then the cards ain't gonna really say too much unless you get in his energy. Hey, Caddy, what's up, sweetheart? How you been? Hey. You want a general? Sure, no problem. I'll give you a general from now to the end of September. What can you expect in all areas? Okay, no problem, Caddy. I'm here. I'm riding out the hurricane. We have a Hurricane Franklin. It's passing by 120 miles away. And we're supposed to get like up to 50-mile-an-hour winds, but it hasn't been that bad. I boarded everything up yesterday with my sister and my nephew. Yeah, see the hurricane? Look. See it on the screen? It's right next to us. Like we're getting some of the outer bands right now. See the rain? Like the bands are barely hitting us. Yeah. It's huge. But like you can see, like the bands are like the outer bands are barely touching us. Like it's off just far enough where we're not getting like any. See, it says tropical storm warning. So we're under a tropical storm warning right now. And then Hurricane Idalia, that's in Tampa right now, destroying Tampa. Unfortunately, my prayers go all to my Florida people. I love you guys. Hope you're all right. So that storm, when it leaves Florida, it's going to cross Virginia, Charlotte, and then it's going to go in the ocean, and it's going to come straight to Bermuda dead on. That's what they're predicting. And when it gets here, it's going to be 50 to 60 miles an hour. It's going to die off. Like it's going to be like a tropical storm, but not a powerful one. But we're going to get more wind and rain all week. So from this and from, as you can see, like all the wind things are all right there. See, that's the storm right there. It's right next to us. See, the yellow hurricane. It's going away from us now. It said it's 5 o'clock here, and it said 5 o'clock is the closest point. All right, Caddy, I got your donation. I'm gonna do Cindy's reading, and then I'll do yours afterwards. And I got Becca in the background somewhere. She's trying to get her paper out of work. All right. Okay, Cindy for the next. No problem, sweetheart. Okay. All right, Cindy, looks like work is going to be busy for you in the next 30 days until now, till the end of the month. September looks busy for you. I think you'll be in high demand. I think it'll be a busy period for you. I think that people appreciate your mastery, your skill, your dignity, and your loyalty to work. I just think that work is going to be, it's either going to be busy or your role at work will be put to the test. Like, you do enough now, but they might give you more work, or they might give you like a certain assignment, or you might have to redo something like that, where you're gonna like have to show like that you're a boss, or you might have to show your authority. And you might say, hey, look, I'm not appreciated, or I'm not this, I'm not, so you might have to like say something in order to get what you want, right? But if you work with other women, then some of these women, maybe 3 of them, there might be 3 women that you work with, and these women don't appreciate you, or they don't even appreciate themselves. They've lost their prestige and their ways, and they might like, because it's still summertime, they might be the type of women who party and come to work all moody and don't want to work, and they don't show any appreciation. They don't show no oomph. So you might be dealing with certain women or workers that show no appreciation, show no like nothing. They're gonna cause delays. So you might have to like show your power, or show you that, hey, look, I run this area. I'm your boss. If you don't do what I tell you, then no feelings, no bad feelings, but you need to go, or you need to buck up and do your work, or we're gonna have a problem. So what I'm getting here is you might have to show some initiative to take control. If you're not that type of person, then you might have to be in the month of September. But it's not a bad thing. I think that it's more of like they respect your authority, but there might be a couple days or weeks where it's like, hey, I got to put my foot down or else this is going to get out of control and it's going to look bad on me. That type of vibe. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad on your part. I just think that people around you are an idiot. Yeah. So it's like spirits telling me here through the cards that you might have to show your power, because I got the ace of swords at the end, and that means that you take that sword and you either put it up someone's ass and says you got to get your shit together, or you cut them off, or you say, hey, you poke them with that sword and say, hey, I'm got the sword here, yo, I'm in charge, so if you don't do what I tell you to do, then we're gonna have a problem. This sword's gonna you know go somewhere you might not want. You know what I mean? That's my interpretation of that. But I feel that, you yourself are going to have like deep emotional feelings about everything in your life, like with at work, people, just overall, I feel like you'll win. It's going to be a good month for you in September. That's the only thing I see is like the women in your life. Like, even if it's not work, your daughters might have some delays or your daughters might have some issues. And you might say, hey, look, I'm here for you. Mom's here, and you take control. You take that sword and you say, hey, look, you need to do this, you need to do that, things like that. There might be family situations, family friendships. You might have differences of opinion with your daughters or your mom or your family or friends. Like, there's gonna be some, it's not arguments, but like you somebody might say, hey Cindy, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And you might be like, well, I don't think you should. If you want my opinion, I don't think you should do that because it might turn bad, or I think it's not a good idea. And then you might leave somebody unhappy, or somebody might be unhappy with situations where they tell you about it, and then it goes back and forth, and then it's like, you know what, I'm not going to show my rage or start a combat war here. You do whatever you want, and you'll see that I'm right, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. So I get women around you, at least three women will annoy you with their. I feel like the women around you don't have the self-esteem you have, or have the power or the energy to, like, go forward. I feel like there's gonna be women around you that aggravate you. So it could be like work women or your daughters, or it could be just like women in general that you know. So it's gonna be a very significant part of your September. Yeah, the combination of both. So, but work will be good for you. Um, what my last suggestion here is use your initiative to force more activity, and then you'll feel better. Like your emotions will be a lot better. Look deep down within yourself and say, hey, look, do I really need to do this? Like, win or lose, or whatever my opinion is going to be, they're going to have to accept it, because that's just the way it is. So you might have to, like you said, put your foot down and say, hey, look, this is it. It's going to be deep emotionally, happening, but at least you'll get the victory. You'll win at the end of the day. I see you winning in whatever you take part in, whether it's work, family, arguments, or just anything to do with like women. My suggestion is always to win. Don't let nobody get in your way of what you need to do. F them. No problem, sweetheart. I appreciate you too, and thank you. Always, I appreciate you. I'm so glad you're here. It's nice. Yesterday, I had a good time on Instagram. All my friends came in there. A lot of my older friends came in there. I got a new friend as well yesterday, put on to me. So life is good. All my good friends always supporting me. I appreciate them. Everybody's checked on me about the hurricane and stuff. I'm glad I got good people in my life. Yeah, wait. Caddy, you can go ahead and ask your question, sweetheart. I'm ready for you. And Becca, if you're here, let me know what you need, sweetheart. I'll take care of you, and then we'll just deal with it afterwards. Yay. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. It's all good. It's been good energy, even though the Pisces full moon and the retrogrades are around. It's it's definitely crazy people in the horizon. I just stay away from everybody. How is this Gemini feeling about our relationship? All right, let's check. Haven't got this combination in a long time. Okay. All right. This person shows up here in the reading, Gemini. But I would say what I'm getting, Caddy, is this person lives in denial. Like they live in, hey Tristan, how you doing, bro? I'm good. Thanks. This person like lives in denial about themselves. Like they punish themselves, or they had like a drinking problem, or a type of like a self punishment problem. Like they're too hard on themselves. So they might feel like they're not good enough for you, or they might feel like, I wonder if Caddy thinks I'm good enough, or am I the right person for them? Or like I think they live in like a denial stage where they think that they're gonna be the downfall if something happens. Or I hope I'm not the problem, or things like that. I feel like this person is very weak, and they degrade themselves. Yeah. Like they have like a I think they have like a, I wouldn't say depression. I don't like to use that word, but I would say like they allow other people to destroy their lives, and then they love hard, play hard, but when the shit hits the fan, they're like, they feel like they were the issue, or why did this happen to me? I didn't deserve it. I did this, I did that. Yeah, I mean, I got depression, but it's like I don't like to use that word. But at the end of the day, people who are diagnosed with depression and anxiety, they have themselves to blame, but a lot of people won't blame themselves. You see what I'm saying? And in this case, I see it here where this guy, he allows people to take advantage of him. He allows people to manipulate him, and then afterwards he thinks like, some people think that everybody's cool, everybody's trustworthy, everybody's nice, everybody's doing what's best for me. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, if he's a people pleaser, that's not going to get him nowhere. And I think that he's super exhausted of dealing with everyone. But he looks at you as a well-meaning, sincere person. He finds balance with you. You're his justice. You're his fairness. He thinks you're very fair, you're reasonable. He thinks with you, he can succeed. But he doesn't want his life to be a problem to you, or you look at him like, oh, I have to be his mom and his girl. Like he has this defeat. He's like he feels defeated before he even gets into a relationship. You know what I mean? But I think that he's gonna be brave enough to to stick it out, but he's still unknown. He still feels like I'm gonna let Caddy down. I know I am. Like something bad's gonna happen. Like he doesn't have no real trust in himself. So what I would suggest is, give him advice. Whatever actions you take towards him, make sure they're like, good intentions, and like, kind of make him feel like you're really sincere and you have his back. If you want to, that's of course, it's up to you whether or not you want to be um a friend and a lover, or like a person who is going to be a mother and a girlfriend. Because I think he needs both. I think he needs like a sincere, decent person to bring him in the proper balance, but he also needs you to be fair. Like he wants you to be fair, like, and say, hey, look, I'm got anxiety, like I want to be happy and I want to please you, but I can't because I'm going through something right now. Like if you're the more understanding you are, the more it'll work. Because I feel like he really likes you and he really wants to be with you. He just doesn't want to let you down. That's the problem. He doesn't want you to feel like, this guy's my downfall. I can't deal with this baby. Or I can't deal with this guy's bullshit every day. So it's really up to you. But how, to answer your question, how he feels about the relationship, he feels like he's going to fail you, even though he's happy to be with you. He's like a seesaw. Like today, I feel great because things are good in my life, so it's going to be good for us. But when he's like down, he might drag you down with him. So you might have to like work twice as hard to balance him out. You know what I mean? And if he feels intimidated by the energy or the day, then that's when the problems will occur. But he feels like you're the right person, you can balance him out. He feels balanced when he's around you. He feels you mean well and you're not taking advantage of him. So to answer your question, he feels good about your relationship and your friendship and the way you carry yourself and the way you are to him. But in the back of his mind, he feels like, what the fuck am I gonna do for Caddy? If I'm depressed and I'm got anxiety, she might say, look, I don't want you. You're a fucking handful. So like I feel like he's not confident enough. But that's phases that he's gonna go through. And everybody goes through shit. Nobody's perfect. Nobody can be in a relationship but the main thing is what I see. If you support him, then things will be all right. If you don't support him, then he's gonna doubt himself. Right. But that's a normal thing for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That's a normal thing. Like, because you went out of your way to help him, he wants to like repay you double because no one's probably done that for him. Or he feels like an idiot because, that happened, but it wasn't even his fault. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you so much, sweetheart. I'll be back on tonight. It's 5 o'clock here. It's 5:20. I'll be back on at like 11 o'clock. So like 6 hours from now, I'll be back on. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I hope mom's doing okay. I didn't have a chance to ask you about your mom, but I hope she's doing okay. Yeah, I'll be back here in like 6 hours or so. I'll be back here late tonight because I'm gonna go. I'm going to the games room tonight. Yeah, I'm not going nowhere, Tristan. I'm not going nowhere right now. Yeah, sure. I can't go nowhere because I'm under hurricane tropical storm warning. I can't go nowhere right now. If I showed you outside my door right now, which I wish I could, but I can't turn the whole damn computer this way. I have to move everything. But I'm under tropical storm hurricane warning. So yeah. So I can't go nowhere right now. I can't even go outside. It's too windy. So yeah, I'm just here like, hanging out with everybody. She's doing great. Mom and dad are on a cruise to Alaska. No way. Nice. You know who went on a cruise to Alaska? Yeah, we're good, Tristan. It's just brushing by. It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad, but not that bad. We're okay. If I have electricity, we're doing good. My guess what? My sister and her boys went to a cruise to Alaska for 10 days. And they came back last 2 weeks ago. They loved it. They said it was great. It was like one of the best cruises they've been on. I forget the boat they went on. What the heck was the boat's name? I don't know. I can't remember, but they went on like a nice cruise boat. And they went for 7 days, and then they went to Seattle for 2 days, and then they came back and they said the cruise was amazing. I spoke to him every day they were out there, video chat. I had COVID when they were out there. So I was recovering home from COVID and they were on a cruise in Alaska. But yeah, they were happy. They're happy. Everybody who says they go on an Alaskan cruise, they always talk about how nice it is. I know a few people. My oldest sister's been 3 times. Yeah, I've never been on a cruise. I never been. But next year we're planning on going to a European cruise. I want to go to Portugal and Spain and Rome and Italy and all that type of shit. I want to go on like a Mediterranean cruise or something like that. I don't want to go to nowhere cold like Alaska. Hell no. But I want to go on a Mediterranean cruise, like somewhere like in a Europe area or something like that. One of my clients, he went on the Mediterranean cruise for like 2 weeks, and he said it was absolutely amazing. Him, his wife, and him put up pictures, and I was like, "Holy shit! I gotta go on a damn cruise." Yeah, my sister said it wasn't that cold. It wasn't that cold. She says they had like jeans and a hoodie on, so they said it was all right. But they had a great time. I'm happy for them. I'm glad they had a great time. Hey, Becca, welcome back, sweetie. Okay, cool. All right, Caddy, you can ask your second question, sweetie. I got your donation, and then after Caddy, I got Tristan. No, I still didn't get it, but you can go ahead and ask whatever you want, sweetheart, and we'll just deal with it later. It's cool. Or we could swap questions if you want, if it doesn't work. It's cool. Like, you know me, I'm cool like that. Daddy has your back. Come on now. If PayPal ain't working right now, it's okay. Marcus, Daddy Marcus got you. Okay, Cindy. I'm glad Mom and everybody is okay. Dad, I'm glad everybody's okay. Glad you're here. And I'll see you tonight. Okay, you said, okay, I hope I don't regret this. How does he feel about our sex life? Oh, okay. So you're cheating on me right now. That's what you're trying to say. Okay, yeah, Becca, that probably will help. Yeah, Caddy always keeps it spicy. She can't go a couple months without D. She's like you, you know. She's a Gemini. You're a Libra. I'm an Aquarius. So it's impossible for us to go. Somebody has to fuel our. Our air has to fuel somebody's. Fire. Come on now. An air sign without sex for more than 2 weeks or 2 months. Oh my God. That's not gonna happen. Crazy. But then when you get my age, you kind of say, okay, yeah, whatever, and it's cool. Like I'm good. I'll get it when I get it. It's cool. Nah, I'm just teasing. All right. I had to throw that in there, Us air signs, Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I know. You said that last time. I think it must be menopause or something, you know? All right. I'm just teasing. You know me. I'm just teasing. Okay. I got the same card for him. I got him feeling like he's not doing his job. He feels like he's not doing his job when it comes to sex. Like he feels like he should do more, or he doubts what he does to you is fulfilling your needs. He's the one that doubts. I don't see nothing on your end because I got you in the reading. I got the Queen of Swords right here. That's Gemini. So it feels like he feels like he's not putting his all into it, or he might not be satisfying your needs. Because I got a guy here, you know, I guess I just feel like I'm not enough. Well, you might want more, but he might not be able to give it to you because of the way he is. See, like I said, I got the same type of, you know, spread for him earlier. You're not the issue. What I'm getting is he feels he's never going to be good enough. He feels like he's not doing what he has to do to make you feel amazing. He feels like he can't give you what he's supposed to be giving you. Like he's always doubting himself. Because when I get the Five of Swords on feelings, or that's a guy who's, you know, like, fuck, I don't even know if I'm doing this shit right. I don't even know if I'm fulfilling her needs. Maybe she's telling me she came and I don't even know. Maybe she's lying, you know? Or, hey, baby, how is it? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You know? Like, I don't know if you do that, or I don't know if that's the case. Or maybe he does do his job, but he still feels like he isn't. Like he's so doubtful and he feels like he's not good enough. Like he feels like he doesn't want to feel like he's taking advantage of you, like he's just having sex with you just to have it. And he's fulfilled, but you're not, you know? So he thinks that you're very intense when it comes to sex and sex life, and he feels like you're, you know, you mean well and you're doing what you have to do. He likes it. He loves it, but that's the thing. He just feels like he's not doing his part. He feels like he should be doing more to you instead of you doing to him. Like I feel like he doesn't have the confidence to really, you know, give you a serious beatdown if you wanted one. And it doesn't matter what he does, he still feels like he can't do what he needs to do to you. He feels like he can't fulfill your needs. I keep getting that. I thought you were leaving, Cindy. As soon as we started talking about sex, see, that's it. You stayed. And you were like, yeah, let me see what's going on here. Tell him what. Listen. When he gets a spot, tell him right there. Yeah, there you go. Caddy's not shy. I know she's not shy. I know she'll probably tell him. But if she isn't, it's because, see, a lot of men, not me, but a lot of men tell me like they always feel like they could do more, but they're not sure. Like they don't know, you know, if they're really like doing what they're doing. Because women think, okay, Cindy, women think that, you know, some guys think that, oh yeah, this woman, you know, I really have to do whatever and blah blah blah. Well, that's good. But like I still feel like, you know, he enjoys sex with you. It's just that I don't know, like I just get on his end, I just get that he thinks that he's not good enough. So I don't know what you say to him afterwards or before or during. You can, you know, keep that to yourself if you want. But ask yourself, you know, yeah, he does, but he doubts that you, if you don't say anything to him, then he won't know, you know? So after sex, if you say, hey babe, that was great, I can't wait to, I don't know, whatever, I can't wait till next time, or yes, you're the best, babe, blah, blah, blah. If you're not saying that, maybe it's not giving him any confidence. I don't know. Some people, I think he needs to hear something, or he needs to like get some type of, yeah, exactly. So if you talk during, that's cool. I do that anyway. I have to make sure like I'm doing my job, because if I don't, somebody else will. That's how I run. That's how my sex life is. I have to make sure I'm doing it right. If not, somebody else is gonna come in and do it for me. Oh well, my question to you is this, Caddy, because of what I see in the cards. He is satisfied with you, but he still thinks that he's not satisfying you personally as much as you should be. Like, I feel like maybe, I don't know if he's energetic or not, but if he's like a lazy type of sex guy, then he probably thinks that he should be, working it a lot better. Okay. Okay, good. But see, that makes sense what you said. You said he was super tired after work one day, and I was, and we just couldn't go anymore. And he looked, yeah, and he told me he didn't want to. Yeah. See? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So maybe he feels like you do more than he does, and he doesn't know if like he should be doing more. So that makes more sense now, now that you elaborated. So yeah, what I see in the cards is exactly how he feels. So if you see you're doing more than him, so he's like, fuck, should I do more than her now? But if I do more than her, that means I gotta really like, fuck, I gotta really like get down and do what I gotta do. So that's why the cards kind of make sense to me now. He still feels like he should be doing more. Like you said earlier, he's a people pleaser. So if you're pleasing him, then he feels like I gotta over please you and do extreme shit. Yeah, I would say let him take control. If I don't take control, then ain't nothing gonna happen. I gotta take control. Fuck that. You ain't gonna sit there and do all this shit to me. I need to take control. I need to give you the rod of correction. Yeah, let him be the man. Let him take control. Not every day, but not every time, I mean. But like let him do what he wants to do until he's fed up, and then he says, okay, your turn. Yes, the rod of correction. That's what I call my thing. The rod of correction. Okay, Tristan, you can go ahead and ask your question. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? How's work? Becca, you learn a lot of things from me. You know that, Daddy will always tell you these sayings. You're welcome, Caddy. You know? Okay, Tristan. Yeah, I got it, bro. Thanks. I'm planning to confront my coworkers about some things they've been doing to me. What will be the outcome if I confront them? All right, let's check. Hey, Santina, how are you, sweetheart? How you been? Good seeing you, Leslie. Hope you and your son doing good. All right. I'm doing good. I'm just riding out the remains of a hurricane coming across us right now. It's not too bad outside, but I can't be outside right now, so I gotta be inside catering to everybody in here, which is nice. I love being inside and doing readings and having fun, talking crap. Okay, Tristan, what I'm getting here is you confront them, they are going to be dishonest with you. They're not going to tell you the truth. I would say take caution, telling them this, but I feel like after you tell them, it'll be off your chest and you'll feel happier. You'll feel fulfilled. You feel like, yes, I did the right thing. I confronted them. I told them about themselves. It felt good to do so. They lied to my face. They denied everything. They're selfish. They're idiots. And I feel like these people are jealous or they're just unwilling to give up themselves and tell the truth. Now, they're going to look at you and say, he really had a lot of balls and courage to tell us this, whatever. They do whatever they do, and that's going to happen and whatever. Okay, Leslie, no problem, sweetie. Yeah, I know that for a fact. They're going to lie. That's what they did before. Right. So Spirit saying that, you're going to be, if you're mature about it and you show like, how you show your dominance in telling them about themselves, they're still going to lie about it. They're going to deny it. And they're still going to be envious and jealous of you. And they're very selfish. And, I feel like after you do it, they will leave you alone to a certain extent because they see that you're serious. Yeah, but that's the thing, bro. Listen, you can't stop a sneaky, deceitful person unless you cut them off and you cut all your ties with them. You know what I mean? And some people and people like that are never gonna learn. They're never gonna like stop being deceitful and stop being dishonest and sneaky and so forth. You can't change a person. A person has to change themselves. So what you can change is limit your communication with them. You can tell them about themselves. Go for it. If you feel like it's gonna relieve you of the burden of dealing with them, then they will probably leave you alone after that, or they'll probably come towards you a different way. But for what the cards say is they're still going to be who they are. They're not going to change, but you will feel better because you expressed yourself, you know? Hmm. Well, it looks like they're still going to be like weird and they're still going to, be the people they are. I'm not going to say that they're going to stop bothering you, but I think they'll limit what they say to you. If one of the people you're dealing with is a man, then I think one of the men that are older, he'll probably stop, he'll probably stop. He'll be mature about it. But I feel like if there's other people, then the other people that are there, they won't. They're gonna still gonna be weird. They're still gonna lie. They're still gonna be dumb, and they're still gonna say stupid shit because they're unwilling to like leave you alone. You know what I mean? So out of the people that are there, well, is your manager a man? Is it an older guy? Because I got an older guy that can solve the issue, but it's up to you. Because I got an older man that's very mature and he'll solve the issue, but if you don't go to him, you won't solve it. But if you get this off your chest, I feel like you'll feel in a better place. Yeah. So if your manager is an older guy, he'll be very mature about it and he'll solve the problem. So if I were you, I wouldn't even waste your energy on telling these people off because it looks like it's not going to make a difference. But if you have an older guy manager, he shows up in the reading and he will solve the issue. So it's up to you, bro, what you want to do. But you can do both. You can fuck them off and then go to your manager and say, look, I just told these idiots about themselves. I'm sick and tired of them. And I told them about themselves. Now I'm telling you before it gets back to you. You can do it either way. Or you can save your energy because they ain't going to change and just tell your manager and see. And hopefully, from what I see here, it'll solve the issue to a certain extent. Either way, these people are dishonest, tricking. They're bad influences, and Spirit saying take caution in what you do with them because they're gonna just still be the same. That makes sense. Yeah, I might try both. Honestly, I feel like it's nice to say fuck you then. Yeah, say it. Fuck it. I would. I do it all the time. I don't take shit from nobody, and nobody should, especially if they're disrespecting you. Because if you don't say anything, then you're never gonna get your point across. If you really tell somebody, fuck you and don't disrespect me, leave me alone and go to hell, they might get the point. But I would say do both. Fuck them off and then tell your manager that you did it and you're tired of it and you had enough and can he please get involved and sort out the problem. So that way they get a double whammy. They get fucked off by you and the manager. No problem, bro. Anytime. Don't ever put up with people's bullshit, man. Tell them about themselves. That's sometimes the best thing to do. Okay, Caddy. Wish you luck, and let Gemini man use the rod of correction. Let him be the man. Let him wear the pants for once. I know you want to run everything and you want to be the dominant one, but sometimes you gotta let the other the guy do the work. Like you and I when we were in the bathtub. We took turns. Yeah, I'll be safe. I'll be all right. It's passing by. The weather is not that bad, to be honest. It's not that bad at all. I'm actually blessed to not be in any bad weather right now. We got mist again, thank God. Yeah, okay, no problem. Becca, what you laughing at? All right. The other question was, what would happen if I went for a promotion this cycle? Should I go for it or wait for the next cycle? All right, cool. Let him dominate you for once, Caddy. Let him be the man. Just for once, Make him feel special. Whatever you do, don't say my name. All right. All right. Tristan wants to know, should he go for the promotion? You know why? Because you're getting sex-cited, Beckham. When you get sex-cited, you can't type. You get sex-cited. All right, so if Tristan waits for the next cycle, would it be better? Okay, Tristan, what I got is don't do it this cycle. Don't go for the promotion this cycle because anything you go for right now is not good because the retrograde, first of all. And what it's telling me here is if you go for the promotion this cycle, it's not going to work out. It's not going to be like you're going to have to go through some type of new process and it's going to be included. Like the old process is going to have to be change to a new way, and then it might make you feel like, nah, I don't really want to do that right now. So there's like an ulterior motive. Like if you were to do it this cycle, it's like you're gonna do it, but it's gonna like you're gonna feel like a past type of energy that, oh no, I'm not gonna do that because I did that already and I'm not going backwards, I'm gonna go forwards. But when I asked if you wait for the next cycle, it's telling me yes, go for it. Yeah. Okay, well there you go. Yeah, there's a cycle that they're changing from old to new, or they went new, but now they gotta go back to the old cycle because the new cycle didn't work. It's one or the other. So, but if you go for the next cycle, it's saying you'll feel much better and you'll it'll be a better process. It's still gonna follow a old cycle. That's what you have to remember is when you do this promotion thing, it's gonna affect the way you change. It's gonna change things. So you might have to be like, fuck, all right, I'm gonna do this promotion thing, but is it worth my change? Is it worthwhile to me? Like you have to ask yourself, is it really worthwhile? Is it gonna cause you anxiety or hesitancy, uncertainty? You still, when you go for this next cycle, just make sure. I see that it'll work, but you might feel like I want you to like read the fine print or make sure you really ask questions. So that way, you're getting the right promotion and the right, system or whatever. Like I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's telling me that whatever you do, don't allow the way the promotion works in an old way. So make sure when you change and you get this promotion that it's really worthwhile you taking it. Because if it's not worthwhile, then don't. But Spirit saying it's if you continue to think that you're not going to get it, then you won't. And if you do get it, don't think that it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. See, it's the way you think, right? But I got the Two of Cups there, which means that in the present, you look like you will get it. Like it will be like a successful thing. But they're saying that make sure you do what's best for you and not what everybody like. Don't do what's best for the company. You got to do what's best for you. So when you're in the company in that promotion stage, that is benefiting you as well as the company, but more you than the company. That's what it's trying to tell me. Like make sure it's worthwhile change. This is a worthwhile change for you to do. Right. Right. Yep. Yeah. But also, like I said, make sure it's worthwhile you doing it because it's gonna affect you. See what I mean? So if you feel it's worth it, then go for it. You know? That's what I would say. I'm wondering if I should just leave and look for a new job. Well, that's up to you. If you the thing is if you're happy at your job and you're good at what you do, then be there for yourself and not for others. I know you're going through some bullshit at working with people, but no matter where you go, my mom always said, and she's right. And that's why I work for myself. Is my mom says no matter what job you have, you're always going to encounter an asshole. You're always going to encounter a bad person, a jealous person, a shitty person because you're doing a job that someone else that they like is doing, or you're doing your job so good that you advance way more than them, and then you create haters, you create jealousy, you create, it doesn't matter where you go, but what matters is you're making money and you yourself is happy. So when my mom told me that, I said, you know what? I'm only gonna be happy by myself. Because when I'm around other people, I overachieve. So they get mad at me or jealous of me, and then it affects my work. So when I went on my own, I could do whatever the fuck I want. It's just like when I'm on here. When I used to do collaborations, the people I did collaborations were, acted weird afterwards, because they didn't know how to collab in a non-jealous way or a non-envious way or in a way where, we both get information. Maybe I get more. So what? Who cares? So doing things with other people sometimes is bad, but if you do it by yourself, sometimes, everything works out. One of the co-workers is a spiritual type, but deceptive and honest, a shitty person. I think she's using being spirit to try to feel like, well, a lot of people do that. A lot of people will say, oh, I believe in God and God is my everything. And then they'll go do something devilish right afterwards. So I feel like people have to prove themselves, prove you're spiritual, prove that you're not an evil person. Once you prove that to me, then we will be friends. If not, then I can't deal with you. At the end of the day, Tristan, my advice to you and to everybody is do what's best for you. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what people are doing. The best thing to do is be the best version of yourself and fuck everyone else. If they're not paying your bills or doing something for you, then fuck them. You got to do what's best for you. In this world today, it don't make sense doing anything for anybody that ain't doing nothing for you. If you're not getting 100% from somebody, then don't give them 100%, so they can see what life is like without 100%. But the best thing is to give yourself 100%. Make sure that everything is worthwhile for you. You're damn right, Santina. She's definitely right. Even though sometimes I don't like to admit she's right, but she's right. She said that to me every time I change my job. I'm like, I'm leaving this job. I can't stand these people. They're stupid. They're this, they're that. Oh, well, the next job you go to, you're going to find another idiot. And I'm like, nah, I'll be all right. Job will be fine for like half a week or a week. Next thing you know, yeah, I hate this job. I hate these people. I want to go somewhere else. And then I say, you know what? I'm going on my own. And that's it. All right, Santina, I got your donation. I will answer your question. So yeah, Tristan, just be the best version of yourself. If you feel deep down inside that you want another job, then go get another job. Go put your resume out there, see what you can do. But I would suggest not doing that right now because the retrograde is here and it's going to be here to the 15th of September. This is like the worst time to do those type of things. I would say stay where you are for now and go find options. Find options of what you want to do, where you want to go, and all that type of stuff. It doesn't hurt to put your resume out there and find a better job. There's always something better. Always. Believe me, there's always something better. But don't do it because you're not happy where you are now. So it really is up to you what you do. But my suggestion is not to do it now. Just wait for another 3 weeks and you'll be fine. Hello, soul lover. Yeah, you can. Yeah. I'll give you a card, soul lover, and then I'll answer your question, Santina. And Becca, let me know what you need. I got you. I don't know if you're still here. You're welcome, bro. No problem, man. Anytime. I'll be back on tonight. If you guys want to hang out, I'll be back here in a couple hours. All right, soul lover, you got one of my favorite cards here. You got the owl, and it says, the truth doesn't need me to believe it. And the message here is the truth simply is, and it survives, believe it or not. Lies need me to believe them, but if I don't believe lies, they don't survive my skepticism, and they simply disappear. So if somebody's lying to you, then let them lie to you. You know they're lying. You know lies can't consume you. Lies are lies. You know the truth, and that's all that matters. The truth doesn't need you to believe it because you already know the truth. And if you believe lies, then that's on you. You're welcome. That's probably one of my favorite cards. Okay, Santina, for the next 30 days, let's see what we get for you in journal. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on a sec. All right, for the next 30 days, you might be frustrated with delays, things not happening. You might be worried about someone or something. Make sure you lock your doors. Make sure you don't leave anything out in the open that entices any type of burglars or people. Um, just make sure you have everything on lockdown, and make sure you don't leave shit open. Sometimes I know we get out of our cars and we go in our houses and we forget to lock our cars. Make sure you lock everything. Make sure everything's locked. If you have an alarm, cameras, make sure they're on. Um, things like that. But otherwise, that I just think that just face the facts. Whatever the facts are, know that that's what it is, and that's it. Don't be indecisive. If you have to make a decision, make the decision, knowing that it's the right decision that you have to make. If you procrastinate and you let things like go on and on and on and say, oh, tomorrow, 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 it might be worse. It'll cause you more worry. It'll cause you not to be, affection or show affection if you have to. Like the decisions you have to make, if you don't make them in the next 10 days, it's going to make you feel very overburdened. It's going to make you feel a lot of pressure. You have to solve these issues now. In the next 10 days, you should be solving them. If you make the effort to meet this goal or to make these decisions, make sure you use your power. Show your power when you make these decisions. Don't do it because out of selfishness, or don't think that you make these decisions. People might think that, oh, you're making this decision because it's all about you or you're selfish. Fuck them. Don't worry about what they think. It's all about you and what decisions you have to make life better for you. If you have to make a decision based on somebody or for someone, make sure you show your power. Say, hey, I'm going to do this, but make sure you do what I tell you, or you have to do what I have to, what I'm telling you to do, because I'm the one who's going to lose if you don't do if I make this decision. I'm not going to be the one that takes the fall. I'm not going to be the one that loses. You will be. You got me? So you have to be selfish for you and show your power. But by showing your power to this person or to this decision might make you look selfish, and this person might even say it, but they know deep down inside, if you don't make the decision, then there is no power, there is no nothing. Right? What I got here also is, if you're looking for an offer from someone, there's a young man that will offer his services to you. If you're looking for someone to do something for you, like a job or even in this decision, you can trust this young man to do what's right for you. You can trust the person to work for you. You can trust this person to do work at your place or whatever the case may be. This person will offer their services, and this person is very intent. They know what they're doing, and I feel like they're emotional, but they're very helpful, and they'll help you get your goal or your specific goal that you need, this person can be helped. Yeah, you can trust a young person. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces doesn't have to be, but I got like a young person that you can trust. That this person says what they say and does what they say. And they may be young, but they're they attain their goals. Like if you really need them to do something, they'll do it. What they say they will do. Um, but there might be like an emotional part of the person that comes out, which is not negative. It's just like they might really wear their heart on their sleeve, or like they may tell you like a situation that they were in that didn't work, and hopefully that you don't do the same thing to them or whatever. But they're very helpful, and they seem loyal to the task at hand that you ask them to do. Um, Now there could be another man here, an older man or a more mature man. He has like a beard, and he's very dominant personality wise, and looks like he's very, courageous and bold, and when he wants something, he can get it too, you know. He's mature. He might be somebody that this guy works with or deals with, or this person through. So I got two men in the next 30 days that you can deal with, but you can trust these men. The young one, I would say you can definitely trust him. He would do what he says and says what he does. And the older gentleman, he's somebody who rules his destiny. Like he knows what he wants. He might be more mature. He might be like, even though he's older, he's like more courageous. He'll take on anything. Like he'll also like whatever his goal is, he'll go for it. But these are no trouble here. The only thing that I see is like there might be somebody in your neighborhood or somebody watching you. Now don't be worried about this. This is just I'm putting it out there just in case. The only thing that I see that's worrisome is there might be somebody that's in your neighborhood or around your area that might be watching you and say, look, I'm desperate. I need money. I need to rob somebody, or I need to like steal something. So just make sure that when you leave, things are locked. When you go, if you go to work, make sure like I don't know if you have a camera system or an alarm, put it on, just in case. So you show the person that, you're fully equipped and they can't rob you. Make sure like you don't leave your doors in your car open or anything like that, or windows open and shit. Like I know you might be going down to the street 5 minutes. Make sure you lock everything. 'Cause I feel like somebody might be watching you in your neighborhood. Could be like someone who like is working around there. I don't know if there's like so the only way I see that being possible is this way. If there is construction going on around your neighborhood, like if somebody's doing a job around your neighborhood, just watch out because like people that work at that place, they might be eyeing you up or seeing, hey, look, she leaves this time, so we guys can go get that thing, or we can go over there and see, make sure like they might be watching you, or if there's a construction site next to you or somebody building or doing something in your neighborhood or in your area, they might accuse you or say, hey, do you know anybody? Did you see this person steal this shit? They stole my shovel or something like that, some shit like that. You've been feeling like these boys been watching, yeah. So if you feel that, that's why it came up in the cards. Yeah, that's probably why. Because you might be fearing them, like, trying to do something. So just make sure everything's locked. It doesn't say you're going to get robbed, but it says that, it's a possibility, like there's suspicion of it. There's like, it didn't dwell on it, but I felt like I had to say it. So that's what I get, like, hopefully not. I don't normally like dwell on that part of the card too much, but I felt like I had to say in your case. Because people are desperate these days. You know, people will do anything to get anything. They're just weird like that. I always make sure my stuff. I got cameras here. I got alarm, and I don't really put the alarm on too much, because I live at a dead end, like at the very end, and I live on a big hill. So a lot of thieves don't want to come up here because there's no way out. And plus, we have the dog, we have the alarm, we have cameras. They're like, yeah, no thanks. I don't want to go over here. So we've never, been robbed here, or nobody's stolen anything from here. The three houses that are up here, nobody's done anything. So, Becca, what you need? I'll take care of you, even though the PayPal is not working right now. You know. But if you want just a blue message, I'll hook you up. But if you need something answered, I'll deal with it. I know you're good. You know, Daddy will help you. Come on now. It's up to you. Yeah, just definitely make sure things are, locked up, just to be safe. Daddy's here. Yeah, Daddy will hook you up. Come on now. Oh God, don't say that too loud. People want to claim me as their favorite Aquarius. No, I won't tell him. I won't tell him. He don't come in here. You're welcome, Santina, and thank you too. I appreciate you. Otherwise, the reading was okay. Looks like you can trust some people around you, but you might be frustrated. Some delays here and there. Yeah, I won't block you. It's cool. I'm not a BBC blocker. I need to make sure that you get yours so you can be happy. I was gonna ask if it's a good idea for kid to go half days this year at school. His teacher called Tuesdays and said he's struggling in the afternoons. Tristan. Got to, man. It's all about laughing and having fun, man. If I don't see people laughing in my chat, man, it's not a good time, man. You gotta talk shit and have fun, man. Life's too short to be too serious. This is how I always run my chats. I always laugh like crazy. You've been in here plenty of times. And Becca's a bad influence. She's young and horny and crazy. See, she likes talking about these sexual things all the time. Yeah, exactly. You gotta talk shit and have fun. That's me. I can't come on here and be like, hey guys, okay, I'll do your reading. Okay, I'm not gonna laugh. I have to be very spiritual, and I can't laugh, okay? And I'm not gonna talk about penises in here or vaginas. I have to keep it real. I believe in spirit, that they don't have a sense of humor. Fuck that. I'm gonna talk shit all day, all night, yo. No way. I can't be serious like that. Fuck that. Me, I get raw in here sometimes. It's ridiculous. Sometimes people leave. They're like, this guy's crazy. Gotta have fun, man. Hell yeah. Wilding up. All right, Becca, let's check. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why we're all in here, because we love the shit talk, We gotta talk shit. Gotta have fun. I don't think anybody has ever been in here and not laughed on their way out. I don't think so. I don't think so. If you did, then there's something wrong with you. Maybe you were too serious or you were mad. But man, I have to laugh every day. If I don't laugh every day, there's something definitely wrong. Laughter is the best thing in the world for me. Always. I love talking shit. Okay. Becca, if you do take him out of school, half days, I think that he'll be let down. And I think that you'll also feel like unhappy about it because it takes time from you. Um, but I think that if you do it for a little while, it'll be it'll be favorable for Caden. Um, I think that he'll feel better, but it's saying that it's not going to be a good experience if you do that because then you'll be it's saying that it's good and bad at the same time. You know what I keep hearing? Like I don't even want to look at the cards. Like I'm just hearing like spirit telling me that if you do it, then it's going to affect him. Like you have to like not baby him. You know what I'm saying? Like don't say okay, well, the teacher says that he's not functioning in the afternoon. Well, bitch, your job is to make sure he does function. That's what you're getting paid for. You're a fucking teacher, so deal with him. You can't just throw this kid to the side because he keeps struggling in the afternoons. Make him not struggle. Do things to occupy his time and make him, better. That's what Spirit's telling me. Like, this is like a way to help the teacher and not him. And it's not going to help him if he goes half days because he's going to feel like he has bad luck. If that makes sense. Like he's gonna feel like he's a problem if you take him out half days. He's gonna feel like, fuck, why am I leaving and everybody else is staying? Like, oh, am I a bad boy? Am I a bad kid? Like I think it's gonna affect him. I think it's gonna be bad luck if you do it. Right. It just started. Like he's gotta get used to that shit. And let me tell you something. Yeah, he's autistic. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These teachers are whack, yo. Teachers are so honestly, I don't want to harp on teachers like, I know there's a lot of good teachers out there, but these teachers these days, they can't handle these kids. And that pisses me off because I see the same thing happen here. And I'll tell you a brief story, right? And that's, you know what, Becca, and that's more reason to keep him there because he needs attention. Like, what the hell? By sending him home half days, that's not going to solve his problem. That's going to make it worse. It's going to make him feel like he's bad or he's not doing what he's supposed to do. You put him there to get help, so they need to fucking get off their ass and help him. Fuck that, man. Let me tell you something. I can't stand teachers. I had this conversation with my nephews the other day, and they said to me, "Why did I drop out of school?" And I said, "Because the teachers were stupid. They never gave me a chance. They always looked down on me. And I went to a private Catholic school, not by choice. And there was nuns there, and they didn't like men. They liked women. They liked all the girls. The girls got special treatment. The guys got pushed to the side, and you're nothing. You're a loser, and you failed this and that, or you got to stay back. And they always try to belittle men because they didn't like dick, obviously. And they didn't like boys, they didn't like men. They always catered to the women. The women there was like a sexist school, But meanwhile, you worship Jesus, but you're disrespecting me and all the boys in there. That don't make no sense. But anyway, that's a story for another day. But not too long ago, there was a person that I know came to me here in Bermuda. Like one of my friends said, my kid has special needs, but the teachers are like, they don't even want to cater to him. Like they're trying to pass him off to me, but I'm the one paying her to do the job and she don't want to do it. So I think that you have to really put your foot down and say, look, my son's here because of this, this, and this. If he comes in half a day, I think it's going to affect him. And I think that you guys should be helping him as much as you can. So I'm not taking him out half days. And he needs to be here every day, all day, and he'll get used to it. Simple. That's my suggestion to you. Yeah, exactly. He went the whole day last year. But you know what, Becca? Kids are kids. They're gonna have problems. They're gonna go through shit. I've watched all my nephews go through that shit, and the teachers are the problem because they don't take the initiative to really do what they have to do for these children. They don't give a shit. Fuck that, man. I told her he needs to go get all of his work done, and if it affects him negatively, he will go back to 4 years. Well, you got to do what's best for your son, right? But my opinion is keep him there. Don't take him out. But you do what you got to do. I can't tell you what to do. But my suggestion is to leave him there because he needs attention. He needs to learn, and because he has that condition, I feel like he might emotionally break down and say, I'm a problem, because I'm the one going home half of this. That's fucked up. If you really think that, if you're looking at it through his eyes, what are you gonna think if my mom comes here half a days and everybody else is in school? You got to think about the child too. Like, I don't think teachers think about that. They don't give a fuck because they're going home to their mom. Let her deal with it. That's just my opinion, and that's what spirits like. Kind of, I think, like I feel like your mom in spirits telling me like, fuck that. Uh-uh. That's why I put the cards down because I just kept hearing, no, don't let her do that. That's bad luck. That's not gonna work. I don't know how you feel about that, but I feel like if I was Caden's age and I was a boy and my mom came to pick me up for a whole week straight or every day, half a day, and everybody else is playing and having fun, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Because kids feel, man. Kids, they know they ain't stupid. They know. They're like, yeah, I'm a problem. See, that's why I'm leaving half a day. I would not do that to him, you know. I wouldn't do that to him. I would say leave him there and let him pan it out. Like just let him be there the whole week at least, and then next week. And another thing, like the way the energy is right now, it's just that way. People are just, you know, the best thing to do is not to fight, not to go against those things. Allow him to like, yeah, let him thug it out, man. But my question to you, Becca, is this: does Caden tell you he wants to come home and he doesn't feel comfortable? Like, does he tell you he doesn't want to be there? Like, have you given him the option? Is what my question is. Like, have you told him, hey, look, the teacher says you should come home half a day. What you think? Right. Yeah. See, that's even worse. So imagine him feeling a certain way when you come get him half a day. I'm just thinking, like, as a kid, you know, I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Right. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, it's difficult, sweetheart, but me personally, I feel like you shouldn't take him out half a day. I feel like he should be there all day because he needs special attention. So if you take him out half a day, you're getting half the work done. So it's gonna take him longer to evolve. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But that's just how I feel, and that's how I feel like spirit's telling me like don't do it. And the cards are saying don't do it either. Oh, there you go. Yeah. If baby daddy's saying it, then that means we know what time it is. I agree. See, that's the Aquarius way. Aquarius way is fuck that. You ain't getting away with that shit. No, no, no. He's supposed to go to school. He's gonna go to damn school. But my parents, when I was young, my parents said, I don't give a fuck if you're sick. I pay for that damn school. You better go to hell school. Suck it up. I don't care if you feel sick. Go throw up in their bathroom. I don't give a shit. That's what my mom used to say to me. Get your ass out of bed. I don't care. Y'all don't care. No, you're good. You'll feel fine. Eat this cereal and you're gonna go to fuck school. I paid a lot of money for that shit. What? My parents, I'm staying home sick. You are? You better be dying. That's the only way you're staying home. You better be coughing, blowing your damn nose. You better be almost dying if you're gonna stay home. If not, you're going to school. I don't give a shit. You can throw up in their bathroom. You got diarrhea? Well, go shit in their bathroom then. That's what these schools for. They got 10 stores in that bathroom. Pick one and shut up and go in there. Tell the teacher you feel like shit. I'll come get you at 3:30. I pay a lot of money for this damn school. That's what my mom and dad used to say to me. You ain't staying up. No, no, no. Nowhere to lie. What? Fuck that. You ain't staying up. So yeah, it's up to you. But if baby daddy said the same thing, then I would go with that. Don't try and like you know feel like you have to baby him, because the only way he's gonna get better is with help and being around people. That's my opinion, and I think that's the best advice I can give you is to keep him in school so he can adjust. Because like I said, I'm not an expert on autism or anything like that. But what I'm being shown is the more he's around children, the more he's around people and sees them talk, and he'll get better. Like, and I always say that, like, because I always feel like that's the only way it's gonna work. Right. Well, let's check. Don't worry, we got terror blackmail here. We'll find them. Daddy will find them. Okay. Well, it looks like she's a lazy teacher. She's one of those teachers that don't have any ambition. Like, she's like, look, I ain't dealing with this damn child. His mama can deal with him. She's lazy, is what I get. She's a lazy teacher. She doesn't want to do much. Looks like she's very guarded, and she's very like precautious, and she doesn't really do too much activity. She doesn't really want to be active. Yeah, exactly. So this makes sense. This describes her then. She's like kind of not want to do anything. It looks like she makes effort, but if she doesn't get results right away with Caden, she kind of feels like, okay, well, you need to get out, you need to get away from me, or I'm not dealing with you, because if I put in all this effort and you're not doing anything, then how am I supposed to do what I have to do? I think she's like a person who gets fed up. If she puts in effort and she doesn't get anything back from Caden, like you said, Caden don't really, talk, but you said she's quiet too. So maybe she's like, from what I get here, I feel like she's compassionate and kind, and she wants to do things, but she has no she's timid. She doesn't know how to really take control of Caden and deal with it. Yeah, I feel the same way. But at the end of the day, you're the parent. Yeah, she's timid. I get timidness around her, like she doesn't really want to deal with anything overburdened, you know? Which is bullshit, man. That's whack. Well, your daddy and your baby daddy has said keep him there. So I feel like you should go with what our opinions are. You know why? Because it pays. It's a job. A lot of people have a job, but they're not good at it. They just do it because they want money. It's a fact of life. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%, Becca. It's hard. It's difficult to understand sometimes that, people, listen, not everybody's the same. And I can't stress that enough. What we want somebody to be may not be what they want to be, may not be what we expect of them. They don't want to do. Nobody has to do their job the way you want them to do. Like, as fucked up as it sounds, we want the best for our children, but not everybody is going to treat our child or treat ourselves the way we would treat ourselves. We want the best teachers, we want the best system for us and for our kids and whatever. But I feel like she's not really the type of person that Kaden needs, unfortunately. But I think that over time, things will get better. But you got to put your foot down. You got to say, hey, look, I'm not taking my kid out half a days, and he's going to stay here. He needs help, and I think you should help him. If you can't help him, maybe somebody else should. Don't be afraid to tell people shit. At the end of the day, that's your child. Take baby daddy down there. Maybe he'll spook him a little bit, Maybe he'll scare him a little bit. Tell baby daddy go down there with you and say, look, our son needs help and you need to fucking help him, yeah? She'd be like, oh shit. Oh fuck. This guy looks like a gangster. It works, I'm telling you. Ask him if he'll do it, Yo, my son's staying here, yeah? Yeah, I'm dead serious. I ain't lying. Sometimes teachers need that fucking treatment. Like, yo, my son's staying there and you're going to help him. If you can't help him, then somebody else has to help him. You understand? That's why I bring him here, yeah? That's what this school is for, yeah? Okay, sir, you don't need to be aggressive. We'll sort out your son. We'll take care of him. And problem solved. You want to have no problem no more. Just like me. When I dropped out of school, my principal, she was a nun. She's dead now. And she said to me, Mark, you're never going to amount to nothing in life if you don't graduate. If you don't graduate, you're nobody. If you don't leave here with a diploma, you're nothing. You're never going to have a good job. You're not going to be nothing in life. And look at me now. She's probably turning in her grave. The story of my life is proving people wrong. Tristan, I see you donated again, bro. Thanks. You can ask your question when you're ready. It's getting nasty outside. It's windy as frick. It's raining. Hurricane's closest point right now. Let me see what's going on in the radar real quick. Let me see what the heck is going on here. Okay, it's still 40 miles an hour, which is not bad. It stayed like that the whole day. And that's 6 o'clock. So yeah, it's 6:30 now. That's not bad. It's still 40 miles an hour, which is good. As long as it stays like that, we'll be okay. Okay, we're getting some outer bands, some rain. That's good. We need some rain. And let me see what we got here. Yeah, it's almost over. We got a little bit left here, and it's gonna like run away from us, so which is good. So we got like maybe another hour worth of rain, and then the hurricane's gonna go. God damn, that thing's big. It's huge. Like the Bermuda could fit in the eye of this hurricane. It's hilarious. That's how small we are. Poor Bermuda. Yeah, but it looks all right. It looks like it's far away. It's 200 kilometers away from us. So we're just getting like an outer band part, which is like just a little bit. We're good. Thank God. Yay. Okay, you started doing a new spiritual practices. I want to know if those new things I'm doing will help me grow spiritually or if I'm going in the wrong direction. Okay. My suggestion, you're welcome, sweetheart, no problem. My suggestion with spiritual practices is if it feels good and you see a difference or you feel a difference, then that's the best way to understand spirituality and spiritual practices. Not everything that works for you will work for me, and not everything that works for me will work for you. So as you do these spiritual practices, if you're feeling like it's not right, then it's not right. But don't expect the spiritual practices that you do to make you grow in a week or 2 weeks or a month. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes like a long period of time to really get yourself to a certain level where you feel like you actually did something. So what my advice to you is, don't give up when you don't get results right away. Allow 6 months at least, but you got to stick to it. You can't just do it and then expect it to be performing miracles. You know what I mean? Like, allow a 6 month period of constant spiritual practice to get to where you want. You know what I'm saying? That's my suggestion. Be for Beckham. Be for the bestest. I wouldn't dwell too much on dreams. Dreams are something that are based on, like, when your body's in another world. You know what I mean? I wouldn't dwell too much on the dreams. I know sometimes crazy dreams will make you feel a certain way. Listen, I've had the craziest dreams ever lately. Dreams that make no sense at all, with people I don't even know and can't even see. But the dreams are happening. A lot of people are having dreams right now because of the Pisces full moon. The full moon is tonight, I think, or today. And when it's a Pisces full moon, it brings dreams, emotions, and feelings that you normally don't have, which makes you feel a certain way, if that makes sense. All right, what I got here is what you're doing. Yeah, super blue moon tonight. I hope I can see it, but it's really cloudy right now with the freaking hurricane. But hopefully it clears up and I get to see it. What I get here is this spiritual practice will make you worry. It's gonna make you worry if you're doing the right thing. It's if you're doing it for romance or for love, or trying to get yourself to a state of mind where you can love again or love someone, or if you're doing this spiritual practice to make you feel um to not fear anymore, then it'll work to a certain point. What I'm getting here is it is going to benefit you in the long run. But like I said, it's going to take at least 4 months so where you see the actual results. And I know that that may seem like a long time, but time flies. So I'm getting the number 4, which means I feel like in the next 4 months. So we got September, October, November, December. So from now to the end of the year, I feel like come December, you're going to say, okay, I feel much better. I'm doing much better. My life has changed in the last 4 months because I'm doing these spiritual practices. I feel like I've grown, I'm better, and I feel like I got my wish. Because you got the 9 of Cups, the wish card at the very end of the spread, which means the future. So in the future, right, in the next 4 to 6 months, which I asked, in the next 6 months, will you be to where you need to be? And it tells me yes. You'll get your wish. You'll get your everything will be to where it is if you continue this practice and you continue this spirituality path. It'll make you still feel timid. You'll still feel timid, but if you don't act, you won't get no results. So the end result is, are you going to really mean and say what you do and do what you say and say what you mean when it comes to this spiritual practice? Are you going to give up after a month because you feel like you're not getting nowhere? So they're saying to me, you have to make the decision of going through with it. Yes, it is the right thing to do. You're doing the right practice, But if you're looking for instant results, it's not going to be that way. You're going to have to really do it for a couple months in order to really feel the success of the spiritual practice. And that's normal, to be honest. If you can get to a better place, right? If you can get to a better place spiritually from now to the end of the year, that's a blessing. That's like a semi miracle in my opinion. Because it takes a lot of people a lot of time to really get to a good place spiritually. And I'm not saying you're not in a good place now, because I don't feel no bad energy when you're in my room. I feel good energy around you and with yourself. Now, if you really want to make a spiritual growth, then remember it's going to take time. It's going to take a couple months so where you actually feel like you've done something that works, if that makes sense. But you can't be timid. You have to captivate your ideas. You have to make sure that whatever your ideas are, stick to them. Don't like back out. You know, hey Kathy, how you doing? Okay, yeah, I got your PayPal. You can ask your question. You're next, okay? Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I gotta lead to certain things. And I always wonder if it's right. I doubt a lot. See, that's the biggest problem is doubt. Doubt is a powerful tool. And if you doubt, then you're always going to not get what you want. And that's what this is telling me is if you continue to doubt, then your spiritual practice, your job, your life, what you wear tomorrow is not going to be significant because you're always doubting what you're doing. My suggestion is to not doubt anymore and do what you feel is right. You can get over the doubt by doing what's right and accepting failure, accepting that you didn't do something right, you made a mistake, and you have to learn from those doubtful feelings and mistakes. But you can't sit there. I know it's easier said than done, but what you have to, in my opinion, what you have to do starting right now is stop doubting and realizing that it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to fail. It's okay to do something that didn't work. Now I have to figure out what's best for me next. That's what life is. Life's a cycle of bullshit, and you have to figure out what's best for you. And you only don't figure out what's best for everybody else. You got to figure out what's best for you. Doubt will leave you in a shitty place every time. You gotta say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. That should be your attitude every day. I'm gonna do what I have to do to make my life better. And I feel like if you keep doubting it, it ain't gonna happen. Doubt just is fear. So I know it's hard, bro, but I see that in the next couple months you're gonna get a lot better. But it starts with you. You know, I can tell you're gonna get better, yes, and I feel and in my heart you will be, but that's up to you. You know, you have to like take control and say, okay, I'm going to do this shit. That's what's up. And don't allow the outside noise to get in the way, you know? Also, Tristan, my biggest suggestion to you as you go through your spiritual growth is like, I don't know if you believe in God or whatever, or whoever you believe in, talk to that person every day. So if you believe in God, say, hey, God, look, it's me, Tristan. I'm trying to get my shit together. You know, I'm trying to like get myself in the right place. Can you please help me? You know, can you help me help me not fear and be doubtful? If you have a loved one in spirit, like you have a grandma or somebody in spirit who you love and you know that has your back, talk to them. You don't have to talk to God. God bring those people back into the world to help us in a spiritual form. So you can do whatever you want, but try and believe in somebody that you can talk to in a spiritual way. That's how your spirituality becomes stronger and stronger, because you actually believe that you're talking to a spiritual form that's actually helping you. And they'll, once you acknowledge them, then that's when life gets better. Take it from me. That's how I got stronger. So that's my suggestion, bro. You're welcome. Okay, Kathy, you said in September, will I have any changes in my love life? Will JL reach out? Also, in case it pops up, I broke up with my boyfriend Jason a couple weeks ago. All right, looks like you got a lot going on there, Kathy. Let's check. Okay, this person, Kathy JL, I don't see them reaching out to you in September. And the reason for that is because they know that you broke up recently with your boyfriend, and they kind of think that you're controlling, or if they don't think that you're controlling, then they think that you want to control the outcome of the relationship and you're in one, or they think that you are someone who has courage, and you take control, and you want what you want, and you say what you say, and you do what you do, and he probably can't handle that about you. He probably can't handle the confidence about you, or the control energy you have towards him, or towards the way he views you. You know, he views you as a woman that takes control and will tell him about himself, or say something to him that he might get offended. So I don't think Jay will reach out to you because he's intimidated of you, and he has, like, his love life is also upside down, where he has no love interest. He might have had, like, a bad situation with a marriage, or he could be like going through a divorce or something, or he could have been like, he's trying to overcome his past relationship with someone, and it's affecting him too much, where he doesn't even want to reach out to anyone, including you. But he definitely doesn't want to, reach out to you because he thinks that you'll demand too much of him, and he can't handle that. Or he thinks that if he reaches out to you, that he wants something from you, like he has an ulterior motive, like he just wants to have sex, or he just wants to hang out, but he doesn't really want more than that. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't want a love life because he knows how you are. That's his loss. So I don't see him reaching out. But if he does reach out, he's not going to reach out in the way you want him to. Like, he's going to want something for nothing. So if you've had sex with him, for example, if you've had a sex life with him, he's going to want just sex. If you haven't had sex with him, and he's going to want to demand that, because that's all he really wants, because he knows that if he's in a relationship with you, you want to control the relationship, and he can't handle that. There's always hope for love life. You just got to find the right person. I tell myself that every day. There's always somebody for everyone. From now to the end of the year, it's going to be very difficult for you to have a decent love life. And the reason for that is because the men that are going the man if you're looking for a good hardworking man, you're not going to find one. If that's your type, then you're not going to find this person, because what I get here is, I feel like you're very active. You want a relationship, but you're very cautious at the same time, and you're guarded as well. You don't really want to open up your heart to just anybody. And you want to recover your feelings, your love, and your emotions to someone, but that person doesn't want you back, or you don't want that person back. So I feel like an ex of yours wants to come back because you broke up with them, or that I see from now to the end of the year. And there's a guy here, he has a beard and he works very hard and he doesn't have time for a relationship. He loves his job and his money and his work more than you and more than a relationship. So I see two men here, one from the past wanting to come back, but you know that that person doesn't have any ambition and they're lazy and they just want to flatter you and tell you things, but they're a hypocrite and you don't want them back. And there's another man who works a lot and he doesn't have time for a relationship. So that's why it's not going to work. I just see a lot of difficulties with the men and the choices that you have in front of you. Um, I would say like at the end of the year, like in December, there is a nice, honest man around that might come to you towards you. He's an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. He's a man that's very educated and he wants to be a father. So if you're looking to have kids, this guy wants a father. If he might even have kids himself, but he's very honest and mature and devoted. He has a beard, so that's how you can figure out who it is. But it's gonna take time. I think that you have an ex that's I know you said you broke up with somebody. All your exes have beards. Okay. So looks like the bearded guys are still gonna come after you. Tell them shave it off. Maybe it'll give them good luck. Like me, like I shaved today. So I shaved my beard off today. So I wish you luck, Kathy. But remember your value, your worth. Don't just settle for like anybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, it might work. Might be like a superstition thing, like But it looks like the end of the year, it looks more favorable for a decent relationship. Right now, the energy is so crazy right now. So I would say like try and stay away from these idiots. But just look at yourself in a high valued way. Don't put yourself down just to have be one of these idiots break your heart. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. And thanks for subscribing and stuff and coming here. I appreciate that. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Back is in the building. Full of energy. Showing her peach. Yeah, so that's good, Becca. I would say, on your case, I would say listen to me and baby daddy. You know what's best for Caden. Keep him in school. Keep him around, his friends, his kid. It's too early to make any type of decisions with, it's school just started. He has to get himself to a level where, he needs to get used to it. Yeah. I remember when I first went to school, when I was in kindergarten. I loved school, man. When I first went, I was like, yeah, I want to go back to school. Like, I love this shit. Merry-go-round, all these toys. It's got more shit here than I have in my house. I'm bored as fuck at home. My parents ain't got no money to buy new merry-go-rounds and shit. I only have a bowl. Kick it up against the wall and that's it. Or ride my damn bike. That's all I had, a bowl and a bike. When I went to school, I had a merry-go-round. I had all these damn things and shit to do. I loved going to school when I was young. I was like, hell yeah. I loved it. Then when I got older, I was like, get me out of here. Hell no. I was like, get me out. Well, if your gut's telling you do it, then do it. Always go with your gut. Don't doubt. Just finished telling Tristan, don't doubt. And I tell everybody, don't doubt yourself. Go with your gut. Go with your intuition. Go with that feeling. If you feel it's right, go for it. Because if you don't, you're going to say, fuck, I should have went with my feeling. How many times do we all say, I should have went with my first feeling. I fucked up. I should have did it. I'm an idiot. I should have went with my first gut. My first feeling. I shouldn't have doubted myself. I shouldn't have doubted that was the right thing to do. And that's normal because we don't want to make a mistake. We don't want to do the wrong thing. So we're always going to doubt. We're always going to fear. But if your gut's telling you do it, do it. Because, and then when you do it, you'll be like, I'm going to go with my gut every single time. Well, do you feel like you can't or you won't get a response? Like I don't know how that works. Like I'm I'm not a, like I said, I'm not a child autistic, like child specialist, but I wish I could talk to him, to be honest. I would love to talk to him to see what he does. I feel like I can fix anything, sometimes. I don't know, maybe that's me. I feel like if I video chatted with him, I'm like, hey, listen to me, look. I want you to nod your head. You know what you gotta do? I want you to take my advice. Now I'm being serious though. I really want to help. Like I love kids so much, you have no idea. Like I like to help kids no matter what. Like, and I have a special bond with children. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't have kids, that don't mean nothing. I have a special like connection with children, and I've helped a lot of kids get like to where they need to be. Believe it or not, and I know you believe me. I know I'm real. I know like I know what I'm talking about. But just hear me out. If he doesn't want to communicate with his words, communicate in signs. So, for instance, I'm going to give you a suggestion. You can take it as much, you can take it, or you can say, fuck it, it ain't going to work. Right? Or you can try it. At least you could do is try it. My suggestion is this: you ask him questions and you tell him, you look him in his eyes and make sure he's paying attention. You say, look, I want you to say yes with your head, yes, and no, like this. Maybe you tried it already and it don't work. I don't know. But this is my suggestion. This is what like I'm getting. Is I want you to say to him, do you like school? Do you want to stay there? What's it, just tell him to give you a nod. If he doesn't communicate with his mouth, he can communicate with his brain and his head. He can use signals. You can use signals to, if he already does yes like this and no like that, that's already you're ahead of the game. But that's up to you. Like, if you feel like it's too much for him, then don't do it. But I would say use signals, And if he doesn't want to use his head, my other suggestion is to like get two items, one green, one red. And you tell him, I want you to point to the green one if it's yes, and I want you to point to the red one if it's no. You got to give him options of communication. I want you to realize that there's always a way to communicate. There's always a fucking way to communicate, and nobody can tell me there isn't. And there's always a way for children to understand communication through signs and symbols. You got me? So if you want to, I would say try that. Try different methods of communications like I just told you. Do that. Because if you can't talk, you can point, you can see, you can use symbols to get answers. It's that simple. Like, I know you're not dumb. You're smart, but daddy's smarter. Okay? And that's my suggestion to you to help you to try and get information from him. Because the only person that can tell you the truth is him. But you have to do it in a child form. And because he has autism, try to use symbols and signs and colors to get him to, because go means, green means go, red means stop. So you could use it in a yes no form. Tell him to point to shit, point to things. If you feel that will work, you might get your answers through there. Try it. There's nothing wrong with trying. Yeah, I'm sure he is. And the only way you're going to get answers Well, the other day when you put that video up and you said train and he said Train, I was like, fuck, he said that quick. He doesn't seem that bad, you know? But I understand spelling something and saying and doing something is different from obviously he has, everybody has a different skill set. So he might be smart when it comes to saying those things or doing something like that. Yes. But in order to get him to the level he needs to be, signs and symbols is another way of communication, you know? Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing. And God bless her soul, you know? Sure. She's if she's experiencing that field, sure. Thank you for that, Tristan. That's nice of you, bro. If it helps, it helps. Because I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not. You know, familiar with that field, but I wouldn't mind. Learning more about it for sure. I'm always open to learning more, and a lot of it's common sense stuff. That'll be your best bet is to talk to somebody who is talk to somebody who's experienced. And if she's a medium, that's even better. Because I've connected with Becca through her mother in spirit. So I'm sure her mother will, if it's a right situation, the mother will be there. And I'm sure that if she does read her mother will show up. I'll guarantee you that. That'd be great, man. Let me tell you something. She's absolutely right, Tristan. Because women hate doing dishes. That's why they invented dishwashers. That's why in restaurants the dishwashers and the pot washers are men. Women don't want to do that shit. Fuck up their nails, man. You crazy? I don't know one woman in this world that loves washing dishes. I don't know one. My mom says I wish I could throw all these dishes in the trash and buy all paper cups and paper plates. That's what she says to me all the time. And throw that shit in the trash too. My mom's the woman who hates dishes the most. And every woman I know, they hate dishes too, including me. I hate doing dishes. Oh my God, man, I hate it. That's why she tell you that, because if you do dishes, the woman will love you. Thank you, babe. I'm so glad you wash dishes because I hate it. You guys have each other's message. If you want, um just add Becca on Instagram. You don't have TikTok? What's wrong with you, woman? I love TikTok. That shit's funny as hell. Yeah, I know you're not. But TikTok's cool, man. TikTok's got a lot of psychics on there. I go in there and talk shit to people all day on there. Yeah. You can trust Tristan. I have Tristan on my IG. Yeah, he has me on IG. I'll send you Becca's IG if that's okay, Becca. Oh yeah, that's true too. You can send it to him and I'll send it to Becca. That's true. If you want to do that, that's fine with me. I was gonna suggest that, but this is between you guys. But if you want to do that, that's fine with me. So yeah, Tristan, you can send it to me and then I'll send it to Becca. Oh boy, she's windy outside. She's windy. Cool. But that's nice, man. I'm glad you suggested that because that's out of my league. I can only suggest certain things. I'm really good with children, so that's the only thing that I can suggest. But if she has experience with that situation and kids, then that's the best person to talk to. If you're recommending her, I know she's good. Mediums are can definitely work on that because they'll get spirit help. See, that's good. I'll check her out too. I'll definitely check her out as well. Okay, cool. Mm. All right, so I need to send this to. I don't know if that's sent to Becca or not. Yeah. Okay. I sent it to you, Becca. I sent the link, and I'll send you. Can't remember how to do it. Okay, cool. I got it. Just have to screenshot it. Let me see here. All right, I just sent you back up all the information that Tristan sent me. So there you go. Man, good to go. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. Sweet dreams, man. Thanks a lot. All right, man. Cool. I'll be back on here later on. I'm going to get out of here myself at 7 o'clock. I've been on here for 3 hours and 7 minutes. And I'm so glad I came on here. This is a very productive, fun stream. I'm going to come back on here in probably like 4 hours from now. I'm going to go get some dinner. And I'm going to play with my nephews in the games room for a while. And I'll be back on like 11 o'clock my time, which is 4 hours from now. You too, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right, my little angel. I'm glad we got to help you, but try those things I told you. Try that. See if you can get, answers from them that way. You never know. Everything helps. And, check the person that Tristan told you. We're trying to help you, my little angel. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah. I'm gonna actually check it out myself because I got TikTok. I want to check it out myself. I'm always interested in other people and things like that. I'm not a hater, like I'm always willing to help people and I want everybody to be happy. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna make some chicken and avocado. All right, I'll see everybody later. Thanks everybody. I appreciate you. I'll be back on tonight.